Howdy, 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 and welcome to Doug Laurie Singles Night, number 3 here on our YouTube channel. Not surprisingly, Doug Laurie Sports. Wayne Fraser, the owner of the store, here with you with Ron Shaw spinning the wheels tonight over there as technical director and grand poobah of all things video and audio. We're glad to have you here for the first of our last Friday of the month singles nights, and that's how we think we're going to go forward with this. I think once a month is probably enough. We had some people say, oh, how about a little more frequently, and we're working on other things possibly that we could do in maybe the second Friday of the month. Possibly we could do a box break live here in the store. We could bring some people in. Maybe we could do a live little auction evening thing or something along those lines. But for now, it's going to be 7 o'clock Eastern time, the last Friday of every month. So the next one will be at the end of July, and I didn't look at the calendar to see what that date was, but I'll find it out for you later on. For those of you who are first-timers here, we'll give you a little quick how this works. If you haven't had a look at what cards are going to be available this evening, I believe there are 56 lots in total, including 5 box breaks. We'll talk about that in a second. You can go to DougLaurieSports.com and click on the video showcase, and there it will show you the order in which the cards will be done. And the pricing that you see on there, whether you're in US or Canadian, is the Beckett high value or whatever the card sold for last, whichever number is higher. But we don't start the auctions anywhere near that. This is about clearing some things out and giving folks who are kind enough to spend the Friday night with us a good deal on some great cards. The chat room, hopefully if you are in the chat room right now, you will see me occasionally look over to the right, but I am not chatting in the chat room because of the lag between this time and that time, and it's all kind of technical stuff, and Ron doesn't like me to talk about it because I just get confused and he gets mad, and it's not good for anybody. So you'll be pretty much on your own in the chat room. I will be looking at it occasionally, but I will not be chatting in there unless we have some sort of technical issue or something along those lines. When we are finished this evening, whether you've bought a box break, you've bought something in the lightning round, and we'll talk about the lightning round in just a second, or in one of the regular auctions, by tomorrow morning I will have sent you an invoice, and you can ask for shipping and I'll get you a shipping total. We accept PayPal or electronic fund transfer, or you can come in the store and pick up and pay in cash. All prices include taxes. We take care of that. So you don't have to worry about it. So you're already getting 13% off because I'm taking care of that for you. Pickup will generally be anytime after 11 or 12. Once you get your invoice, it will mean that I have everything sorted out into lots for people, and you can come in and pick it up. Store hours tomorrow are 10 to 6, and then we are closed Sunday and Monday. Tuesday I'm here 10 to 6, and the mall is closed on Wednesday, July 1st for Canada Day. And then we're back to what are now normal hours for us right now, which is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 10 to 6, as the mall is only open 10 to 6 at this point. The box breaks this evening, you can take a look at them in the video showcase section, but I'll just reach up and pull a few down here. I went with blaster boxes this time because we'll talk about that a little bit further on when we get to one of the breaks. They're a little quicker, and I got some pretty cool stuff at a reasonable price that I think you guys might really be interested in. We've got a 1920 Series 2 tin from Upper Deck. We've got, oops, let me lean out here real quick. We've got a little mini blaster box of Series 1 from this year. We have a box of 0809 Series 1. This comes with the jumbo Young Gun in it, and you have the possibility of pulling Stamkos Young Guns out of that. We have a 910 blaster box, which this is John Tavares. So you have a shot at John Tavares in this, or Ville Laino as pictured on the box. Nothing against Ville Laino, but it's not John Tavares. And a blaster box of 1617 Series 1, which means you've got a shot at Austin Matthews in that box. So some pretty neat stuff. Let me clean up here a little bit, and I'll continue. We'll get to those boxes, and they'll be auctioned just like we do the other stuff normally. And the boxes, if you win, When we're finished with the auction, we'll take a short break. We have an interview this evening with John Carter of Carter Cards that we will run. John was kind enough to come in, and we'll show that interview a little bit later on. But then we'll do the box breaks live for you here if you'd like, or you can pick up the unopened boxes when you pick up whatever else you won in the auction. Lightning round, which will come up about halfway through the auction. We have 12 cards. This is something we're just trying out for giggles to see how it works. The lightning round will be, I will tell you what the card is. Ron will immediately throw up the timer, and the first person I see in the chat room that says, I want the card at the price that I name, you get the card. Simple as that. We're only going to do 12 of them tonight. It'll be pretty rapid fire, as the name would lead you to believe. And you'll get a chance to buy some cards at maybe half the normal price or whatever else. Just some stuff that I had laying around. If it goes well, it's a possibility that maybe we'll do it at every show, or maybe even we'll do a separate show every once in a while where it's just simply every 15 seconds there's a new card. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know if I can keep up with that. Last programming notes. Next week, Ingrain comes in, assuming my shipment comes in, Tuesday, June 30th. People have been excitedly calling about that. That should be here on Tuesday. We also are getting in a bunch of older Pacific boxes and late 2000s and early 2010s blaster boxes and that sort of thing. I brought in some fat packs of football from the last couple of years, just trying to do some different stuff to beef up the shelves. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks, we'll have an influx of new wax. Some of the distributors are a little low right now, but we are working on getting some different stuff in and then getting restocked on some other things. If you're asking about SP Authentic or Upper Deck Ice, we're out right now. I can restock it if you like, but the price on each of those boxes has gone up between $30 and $60 a box. So if you'd like me to pre-order one for you, I can. Just contact me about the pricing. And from there, I think we're probably ready to go, Ron. So let's throw that first card up. And the first card tonight is an Austin Matthews 2018-2019 Upper Deck Ice Sub-Zero Acetate, and the set number is SZ8. That card is a $15 US card in the book, and let's start it at $5. $5 sounds about right. So we'll start off the night with Austin Matthews, who is supposedly at home self-quarantining because he has tested positive for COVID-19. I don't know if that's actually been confirmed even or not. I don't know. But that's what they're saying, and hopefully there'll be no ill effects for Austin. And we are at $6 for John Carter here in the room. I see that I just had a question. Eric has asked if we have any Upper Deck Ice. I don't have any in the store right now. If I restocked on it, you'd be looking somewhere around $160 a box. So let me know if you want me to order some in, but that's what the price would be. So let's throw the 10-second clock up. John Carter has this one at $6. Boy, my eyes must be getting bad, Ron. See me lean forward here? So we count down a little bit, and now we just wait for the bids to trickle in here. And it looks like John has it at 6 at this point. And you know what I didn't do? I didn't take out a piece of paper to write all this stuff down. John Carter wins that one at $6. Congratulations, John. And we'll move on to card number 2 here, and then I'll double back and write that one down. Card number 2 is a Devin Dubnyk 2018-2019 Upper Deck Trilogy Signature Pucks autograph. That is SPDD in your set numbering. That card is a $20 US card, and we're going to start that one at $5 also. Nice low starting bids. I'm all in favor of those. So we'll go Devin Dubnyk at $5 to start. Number 1, John Carter is our winner at $6. And I can't tell you, by the way, the response to us reopening 2 weeks ago, between 2 weeks ago and now, the number of people who have come back in, the store has been very busy. I attribute some of that to SP Authentic and Ice, but I attribute some of it also to You guys being just glad to be able to come back in and kind of boot through things. We've got our singles boxes back out for you to have a look. We also, of course, have masks here. We have hand sanitizer. We're doing the social distancing thing and all that. Eric has this card at $5. Let's throw the 10-second clock up there, Ron, while I look down and vamp for a minute and write a few extra numbers down here so that I can get ahead of the game rather than not doing what I should have done a little while ago. And now we'll wait for the bids to come in here the last few minutes. Looks like Eric has this one at $5 unless somebody jumps in here. And that'll be Eric at $5 for Devin Dubnik. Next card, number 3 on the night, is a Tyson Berry 12-13 Panini Limited Freshman Jumbo Materials Signatures, numbered 62 of 99, and that is a mouthful. That is a $25 US book value card, and we're going to start that one at $10. So $10 for the Tyson Berry autographed jersey card, the jumbo piece of jersey. That's a Panini card from the limited set. I always really enjoyed those. But Panini no longer has a license, so they don't make hockey cards anymore, unfortunately. So the minimum bid on that card is $10. And we'll wait to see if any of them come in here. Get any bids. I'm just admiring how smooth the graphics look. People keep commenting to me how nice the show looks, Ron. Nobody ever says to me that I look nice, but people do say that the show looks very professional and very nice. So,
I'll say you look nice.
No, Ron says I look nice, and now I'm kind of creeped out. Steve is in at $10 on this card. He just beat Doug. Oh, I forgot to say on the first couple of them, the bid increment in this is $1, folks. So we're at $10. Steve Melson has that at $10, and the bid increment is $1. John Carter says stupid Upper Deck Monopoly. I have no opinion on that, John, because I do a lot of business with Upper Deck. Steve still has this one at 10. And let's throw up the 10-second shot clock. Doug goes to 11 now. And we're on the shot clock. As you can see, ticking away there with 5 seconds to go. And we will now wait to see if anybody, Steve goes to 12. See if anybody goes over the top of that here in the waning moments of this one. And it looks like Steve has got that one at $12. Congratulations, Steve. We'll move on to card number 4 on the evening. This is a Jack Hughes 2019-20 Upper Deck Allure Yellow Taxi number 100. If I remember correctly, these cards were only in specific packs that were sold through Walmart, if I'm not mistaken. And they don't book very high, but boy, do they sell well. A lot better than a lot of the other parallels out of the hobby stuff do. This card has a value of about $15 US. We're going to start that one at $5. So $5 with a $1 increment for a Jack Hughes die-cut rookie from Allure, and this is the Yellow Taxi, the Joni Mitchell edition, I guess this would be. That was Joni Mitchell, right? John Carter is in at $5 on this one. To start us off, thank you, John. Shane goes to 6. How you doing, Shane? These are beautiful cards, too. I like this Allure set. We didn't sell a ton of it. Of course, it kind of came out at a bad time. John Carter goes to 7 on this one. Thanks, John. It kind of came out at a bad time. I know Shane bought some of this. Brent is now at 8. John goes to 9. I have singles available. I just don't remember where I put them in the store. So I'm going to be looking for them tomorrow because somebody called and asked me about that. Shane has gone to 11. So thank you, Shane. Yeah, this is a good value. Even if it climbs up a little higher, it's a pretty good value. And a little farther down the road tonight, we have a Connor McDavid of this style also that will start around the same price and is a very good value. They sell very well. So Shane is at 11, and let's throw the 10-second clock up Brent is, I believe, going for 12. Brent goes for 12. It was Q2 there for a second, but I knew what you meant, Brent. 12 seconds, and the clock is winding down here, and we'll now wait for these final bids to come in. Shane goes to 13. Brent goes to 14. And Brent wins that one for $14. Congratulations, Brent. Card number 5. I wonder who will be interested in this one. Ed Belfour, 2005-06 Upper Deck Series 2 game jersey. That's J2EB if you're looking at the set list in Beckett. And this is a $15 US card, and we'll start this one at $5 also with a $1 increment. So Eddie Belfour, this is from 05-06. The Eagle, John Carter says $5. He's the first one in. $1 increments on this one. If you're wondering how you can tell the difference between Series 1 and Series 2 in these cards, if you look at the window where the jersey piece is, on Series 1 they don't have that extra white line around the inside of it. They're just a solid silver border, and the Series 2 have those. Eric goes to 10. I thought Eric might be on this card. So Eric is at $10, and let's go ahead and throw the 10-second clock up on this one, Ron. So Eric has this one at $10, and the shot clock is winding down now here, 5, 4, and we'll wait for the final bids to come in here as it ticks away. Eric has it at 10 right now. And as I somewhat expected, Eric wins that one for $10. So congratulations, Eric. I believe there is at least one more Eddie the Eagle coming up later on, and there are a couple of other pretty interesting Leafs goalie cards to be had this evening. Number 6, our first baseball card of the night. This is a Barry Bonds 2002 playoff piece of the game materials. This is a game-used base. It's a pretty neat card. I'm surprised it only books for $20. We're going to open this one at 6 because Chris Drury is going to be late this evening, and Chris asked me to put a $6 bid in on this one. So the starting price is 6 with a $1 increment. I really, really loved watching Barry Bonds hit. I was not a huge fan of the guy, whatever. But when he kind of got run out of baseball, I was really hoping that the Blue Jays would sign him that last year because he still would have hit 40 or 50 home runs and walked a bazillion times. But I guess baseball just kind of said that was enough. So Barry Bonds at $6, and that is Chris Drury's bid on that card. We'll throw up the 10-second clock and see if we get anybody else to jump in. Brent, we're already at 6. You'd have to go over 6. We had a guy, an offline bid that bid at 6. So you'd have to go 7 if you want this one. And Brent goes to 7. And I think Brent's going to get it. And he does. Brent for $7 on that one. Congratulations, Brent. Card number 7 is our first Montreal Canadiens card of the evening. It is a Matt Snaslund 06-07 Parkhurst autograph. This is number 140 in the set, and this is a hard signed card. These are very sought after. This is a really neat set to put together. I remember you would buy this and get 4 autographs in a box, and people just love this stuff. It's a $15 card in the book, and they sell for that all day long, but we'll start this one at $5 with a $1 increment. Naslund was a pretty underrated player, too. Very, very good player, and one of these guys that was kind of overshadowed by a couple other guys on the team, but a very solid player. John Carter is in for $5 here. That was just a well-designed set of cards, too. It's just a good-looking set of cards. Everything is hard signed in that set. And then you got the captain's cards that went on top of those that were numbered, and there were autographed versions of those, and those were really popular, too. Increment is $1. John has got this one at 5. We can throw the 10-second shot clock up. We're running through some of these a little quicker this evening to start with, because there are some bigger dogs a little farther down the line. So John has this one at 5. John says that these are all beauties too. He has a whole bunch of these. Yeah, I wish you could still, if somebody walked in with a case of that stuff unopened, I would go crazy trying to get that from him. John Carter wins that one at $5. We'll mark down John C here. It's a good buy on that card. Very solid. Number 8, new hometown favorite Freddie Anderson, 2013-14 Panini Select Autograph Rookie. This is a number 280 in the set, and it's number 264 out of 399 in the set. This card books for $25 US, and we're going to start this one at $10. So go $10 for Freddie Anderson with a $1 bid increment. I really like the look of those cards too. We were talking about Panini. I always like the Select set, man. I just really love this one. John is in at 10. He just beat Tim Heacock. Hello, Tim. John goes to 11. He kind of raised himself, but that's okay. John is, my understanding is John is, his internet might be a bit slower than other people's. I hope I'm not speaking out of turn, John. But John goes to 13 now. Now Eric is at 14 on this card. It's good to see Sarah's in. Steve goes to 15, and I thought this would be kind of our first card of the night that we would get some people jumping on. So Eric is at 16 on this one now. Still a really good deal. Like I said, this is a $25 US card on the high side in the Beckett book. Steve goes to 18. Thank you, Steve. Freddie Anderson, if we ever get John says crappy satellite Wi-Fi. Okay, well then I don't feel like I let the cat out of the bag or anything there. Tim Heacock goes to 20. Steve goes to 22. John Carter and Eric are out. Steve has got it at 22, and Steve beat you at 22. Let's throw up the 10-second shot clock, Ron. Right now, Steve has got this one at $22. And, boy, why didn't you tell me my goatee's all lopsided, dude? That's brutal. Sarah goes to 23, and we're waiting for the last bids to come in. Steve goes to 24, and Steve gets it for $24. So contested hot and heavy on that one. And Steve wins that one at $24. Sarah, I will take a look and see if I have another copy of that card. I'm not positive if I do, but if I do, I'll take a look. Card number 9 is a Nick Suzuki 1920 Upper Deck Trilogy Level 2 rookie. Number 330 of 499, very popular out in Montreal. Sells well here too. We have a lot of people collecting Nick Suzuki in the area. He is a $20 US card. I really like the look of these cards this year. Did an excellent job Upper Deck. And this card books for $20, and we're going to start this one at $6 with $1 increments. $6 to start off on this one. You're welcome, Sarah. If I can find one, I'll put it aside for you. Shane has got it at 7 thus far. John goes to 8. I keep looking at the boxes over here to the side. I have them stacked up, and I'm so excited to break these blaster boxes tonight and see if we pull a Tavares or something. Eric went to 10, and now Multi-Habs Fan 31 is at $11. Thank you, Multi-Habs Fan. John goes to 12. I'm just going to go in and have a look here real quick. Well, interesting. I'm looking at our list of registered folks, and I don't see that email on the registration list. Multi-Habs Fan is at 13 now. Multi-Habs Fan, who are you? Mystery guest. Shane goes to 14 on that one. I know Shane and his young lad like the trilogy stuff. There's some really good cards in there. Shane has it at 14 with $1 increments. Multi-Habs fan 31 goes to 15. Thank you. We'll get a name out of you yet. Every time I see Shane goes to 16 now. Thank you, Shane. Does anybody here that's in the chat room watch Gravity Falls when that was on? I'm a big animation guy. And I see Multi-Habs fan 31 and it makes me think of the Multi-Bear. And you're probably like, what? But it does. Multi-Habs fan 31 goes to 17. Shane is out. Let's throw the 10-second clock up. Oh, it's Colby on his personal account. Okay. I had a feeling, Colby. I kind of thought it was you, but I don't like to jump to conclusions or anything, you know. And as the clock winds down here, we will wait for the final bids to come in, but I think that Colby probably has this one. I'm going to write your name down and we'll see. Richard, what did you miss? We're already done with all the cards. I'm just kidding, Richard. You missed about 9 cards. Well, literally, yeah, John says he missed lots, and that's true. Well, you missed 9 lots in the auction so far. So Colby wins that one at $17. Good purchase on that one. And now we come to our first box of the evening, and this is... I don't know why I'm holding it up, because Ron does such a good job of putting the graphics up. This is lot number 10 in the video showcase. It's a 1920 Upper Deck Series 210, and this comes with the OPG glossy 3-pack of rookies in it. I sell these in the store for $40 plus tax, so they're $45.20. We're going to start this one at $30 with $1 increments. So $30 to start it off. Whoever wins it, you have the choice of picking it up with your cards, or we'll break it for you live here tonight. I'm going to set that back down before I drop it. We've had some amazing luck out of those tins. I had somebody buy one. I just got another case in. This is out of a fresh case. But the last tin out of the last box, they got the Merzlikins. Merzlikins? No, Shusterskin Canvas Young Guns. Shane is at $35 on that one. John goes to $36. Shusterkins. It's fun to say. Eric is now at $38 on that one. John goes to $40, just in ahead of Shane. John must have filed that one last night. John has it at $40. And Shane goes to $41. Let's throw the 10-second shot clock up there, Ron, and we'll get our first box out of the way here. Very exciting. Eric goes to $42. And we will now wait for the final bids to come in. Shane is out. It looks like Eric might have it at $42, and he does. Eric, you can let me know whether you want to pick that one up or whether you want to have us break it tonight. How's the pace, guys? I think we're moving a little quicker than we normally do, but I have a few more things to get in this evening. So let's move on to number 11. If you feel like you're moving a little too quickly or whatever, let me know, but I think we're doing all right. Number 11 is Ilya Mikheyev, 1920 Upper Deck Series 1 Young Guns, number 210. This is a $15 U.S. card. They sell really well in this area. Let's start this one at $5 with a $1 increment. Eric says we can break it. All right. Awesome, Eric. We will break that later on. John Carter says great pace. Shane says pace is good. And Steve Melson says soupy. I don't know what...
Soupy sales.
I know. I was thinking soupy sales. I don't know what soupy means. Aaron says pace is good too. Hi, Aaron. John is at 6 on this one now. On the Mikheyev Young Guns. Tim Heacock goes to 8. Carter is at 9. Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry, that's right. Mikheyev's nickname is Soupy. Steve, you should be sitting here doing this. You're right. Tim Heacock goes to 10. Thank you, Tim. I have to say, my response was the first thing I thought was the same thing that Ron said, was Soupy Sales. And I bet lots of you kids out there don't know who Soupy Sales is, and that's sad. It's just sad. John Carter goes to 11. He's turned his amps up to 11. They go to 11. And we'll throw the 10-second shot clock up here. John has this at $11. It's a lovely, lovely Young Guns of Ilya Mikheyev. Tim goes to 12. And we'll now wait as the shot clock winds down and see whether we get any late bids. Tim Heacock has it at 12. And Tim Heacock is the winner at 12. Thank you, Tim. 12 bucks. Time for a new piece of paper. And while I do that, let's move on to card number 12. Hometown hero Aaron Ekblad. This is a 13-14 in the game Heroes and Prospects game used jersey. M-01. This is the vault version of this card, so it has 1 of 1 stamped on it because there was only 1 of this card available to put in that run of stuff. If you'd like me to explain vault at some point to you, I wish I could still get the product. I can, but it's pretty expensive when you can find boxes. When you come in the store, ask me about it sometime. Let's start this card. It's a $25 card. The jersey card is itself. Let's start it at $10 with a $1 increment. How's that? And Dr. Price is here, and he says, finally something I made. I've been waiting patiently. Sorry, Doc. I was saving the better stuff towards the end, right? Dory Kimber, good to see you, Dory. How's things in the States? People started calling him Soup Man, meaning Mikheyev, after an interview he did where he questioned why Canadians don't like soup more. Canadians don't like soup that much, Ron?
I like mushroom soup.
Oh, I had a terrible experience with mushroom soup and a poorly cleaned hot pot in college that I will not go into detail about here because but I can't really. Mushroom soup just gives me the heebie-jeebies now. Doug is at $12 on this one. Steve says, no, Wayne, you're far superior with knowledge of cards than I ever could be. You belong there, not me. Well, I appreciate that, Steve. I don't know whether it's accurate or not, but I certainly appreciate it. Doug has this one at 12. Eric goes to 13. Thank you, Eric. Dr. Price appreciates your support of that card, I'm sure. What number were we on again, Ron? Is this 12?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Try to keep my scorecard there. I also hope I'm not blinding you folks at home with my bald spot whenever I bend over here. I've noticed that as I bend over, you can see right there when I got my hair cut. I hope you all got your hair cut. I did. And wow, that was so exciting. I've never been so excited for a haircut in my life. Eric is at 15 now. He's just outbid Doug by a $1. Aaron says he's out. Let's throw up the 10-second shot clock on this. Aaron Ekblad. Game used jersey card. I love that picture too. It's just a good shot of Aaron. I was really hoping the Leafs might trade for him or find some way to get him, and maybe that'll happen before long. Doug goes to $16 and Eric goes to 17 as we wind down towards the end for the final bids here. Muskie Hunter goes to 18 and he's the winner right at the end. He sniped it. So Muskie Hunter wins that one for 18. And I know who that is. That's Mitch. Hiya, Mitch. Let's go on to the next card, which is another baseball card. This is a Mark McGwire 1985 Topps rookie card. This is graded a Beckett 6, which is not spectacular, folks. But that's why. The card is a $30 card. There were tons of these that were off-center. We're going to start this card at $10. So it's cheaper than it was to grade it. So a Mark McGwire rookie card. Look how skinny he is in that picture. It's hilarious, isn't it? Starting bid at $10 with let's just do $1 increments on this one. That's good. And you even got, look at that, Mitch, you even got the seal of approval from Brian on that purchase from the manufacturer. That's pretty awesome. So $10 to start on this Mark McGwire rookie card, who I've told stories about Mark McGuire here because I'm from the St. Louis area, and Mark almost moved to my hometown in Illinois when I was at home there. Mark actually ended up marrying somebody I know, his sister, Stephanie, a big tall girl who was in Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue with Mark, and I had no idea it was her. I didn't find out until later. And I have a buddy who played for the Cardinals at the time when McGuire hit number 62. If you find that two-page spread, the fold-out of when he hit the home run, my buddy Mark Little comes running out of the dugout with his hands up. He's the guy in the front of the parade to get out to the box. So let's throw the, look, do we have any takers on this one, really? For 10 bucks, huh? This one might just go home and go on my mantle. Throw the 10-second shot clock up. Somebody wants to snipe it for $10, that's fine. And if they don't, I'll take this one home. That picture of him just cracks me up. Plus those hats with that big, oh, Mitch. Now, I still see this spinning on mine. Okay, I'm going, so what do I do here? Because there we go. Okay, I think we're back. Maybe, possibly. So bear with us just a little bit here, folks, as it appears that we may have some graphic issues here for a little bit. Oh, and now John says video but no sound. Can you guys, are you guys, oh, no, John says it's kicked back in now, okay. Okay, yep. Thank you, John. We're working on that too. So I think we'll throw the 10-second shot clock back up for that last one. Mitch, you had it at 10. Everything kind of went haywire, and I don't know whether we got to the end where it was over with or not. So in a second, we'll throw it up there once Ron is ready there, and there we go. And we'll wait and give everybody a chance again. Mitch has this at 10 right now. Steve says I have sound, but it's only in one speaker.
I know, I'm fixing it.
Okay, working on it now. And apparently we have quite a bit more lag than we did before, so. Okay, and we'll see if the thing's back. Mitch, you won that one for $10. That was card number 13, wasn't it? John says it sounds a bit tinny, but we'll wait to see if it improves here in a second. So Mitch, you won that one for 10 bucks. Ron, are you ready to move on and try another card? Okay, let's go one of my very favorite players, Theo Fleury, 12-13 in the game, Heroes and Prospects autographs. This is a short print in the set, and I love the artwork of Theo on this card. This is a $40 US card in the book, and we're going to start this one at $10 with a $2 increment. We'll go $10 with a $2 increment this time. So, yep, Steve says he has both speakers again, and Brent says sounds good, so we should be good. Doug is at $10 on the Theo Fleury here. Let us know if you see any other issues there. John goes to 12, but it seems like everybody seems to be back here again. Just checking. Yeah, the phone rang and I wanted to see who it was. Brent, we're going $2 increments. So Doug has got this at 14. If you want to bid over the top of him, you'd have to go to 16. Doug has this one at $14 right now. You can see over my shoulder there, we've got some New Jerseys up in the back. Not New Jersey, but New Jerseys. There's an autographed Patrick Kane back there and a Patrick Waugh, and that is the 93 Stanley Cup patched jersey. John Carter goes to 16. Doug goes to 18. Thank you, Doug. I'm a little surprised that Theo Fleury hasn't gotten in the Hall of Fame yet, folks. I'm not going to lie. I would have put him in before I put Hossa in. It's just me. Nothing against Marian Hossa. Brent goes to 20. Thank you, Brent. These were tough. Dr. Price could tell you, these were a tough pull. It was a tough set to put together. Brent has this at 20. Doug has it at 22 now. And let's throw up the 10-second shot clock, Ron. Doug holds this one at 22. The next bid would have to be 24 to take this one. The Theo Fleury short print autograph from the 12-13 Heroes and Prospects Hero set. And we will wait for the final bids to come in here. It appears that we're running at about 15 to 20 seconds lag right now, Ron, if you need to know that. And it looks like Doug grabbed that one for $22, and I believe Doug also made mention that whoever won the Tyson Berry earlier, he would like to talk to them about that. So maybe, Doug, you can, I don't remember who won that one, but you can talk to them in the chat room and see. Number 15 is a Travis Dermott 1819 Upper Deck Trilogy Green, number 63, Rookie Premier's Level 1 jersey, number 22 of $4.99. It's a $15 card, US in the Beckett. We'll start this one at $5 with a $1 increment. So $5 to start off on Travis Dermott there, a guy who I hope to have in for an autograph signing at some point in the not too distant future. $5 to start us off with a $1 bid increment. Dermott's, I think he's a pretty solid player. It takes defensemen a little longer to develop, as you guys all know, I'm sure. John Carter is in at $5 to start us off. Eric goes to 6. John is at 7. So John's winning this one. There you can see, too. I was kind of excited. This is number 22, and I thought, is that his number? But I think Dermott's number is 24. Carter is at 9 now. Now Eric goes to 10. Thank you. Level 1 jersey card of Travis Dermott, number 22 of $4.99. It seems like so long. I hate to even say anything about the players because it seems like it's been so long since I've seen anybody play. I don't even remember much individual stats and things like that. Shane is at 11, and John Carter says, I think your lag's the same as mine now. That's possible. Eric is out. Shane has this at 11. Let's put up the 10-second shot clock. I'm going to try and count in my head here, too, as we count down and see where we're at here. As the seconds trickle away, Dermott is number 23, Steve says. That's right. Thank you. I was one off there. And so We'll wait for the final bids to come in here, and yes, we are running at about 15 or 16 seconds. So, do you think we should alter it to a 15-second shot clock, Ron? Would that make difference, or is that a big pain in the butt? Okay, the look I got means that's a big pain in the butt, so we'll just work with it. Shane won that one at $11. And number 16, this is a really cool card. It's a 2013-14 in the game used guarding the net triple jerseys, silver version of Harry Lumley, Glenn Hall, and Corey Crawford. This is the vault version of this card, stamped as a 101, but there were only 9 of these silver versions made. This is a $50 US card. We're going to start this at $20 with a $2 increment. Just $20 on this card to get something with Harry Lumley and Glenn Hall, not to mention Corey Crawford, starting at $20. This is a really nice card. Sarah's at $20 already. I knew as soon as I started talking that Sarah would be on this card. So Sarah's got it at 20 so far. John goes to 22. Thank you, John. Harry Lumley, I'm not sure who's yelling at off camera there. In that picture on the top, he appears to be, first he kind of looks like Benny Hill. And second, he's yelling at somebody over there. Sarah Rose Sturgis to 24. John goes to 26. I agree, Doc. This is a beauty. This is a great set. Sarah goes to 28. Eric goes to 30. Like I said, you're about halfway to the value of this card at $30 Canadian. Sarah goes to 32. Glenn Hall looks a little... Glenn Hall, there's lots of great stories about Glenn Hall. And I'll let you look them up for yourself. But there's some pretty amazing stories about Hall. And some least Lumley's an interesting guy, too. Eric goes to 34. And Sarah goes to 36. And we'll keep working this one here a little bit. Let's throw up, Eric goes to 38. So Eric now has this at $38. Sarah goes to 40. Still a good buy. 2-color piece for Glenn Hall there. Where's Corey Crawford now? Crawford still in Chicago? I can't remember. Jeez, that's bad. Throw up the 10-second clock, please. Eric says he's out. Sarah's got this one at 40. Sarah loves Chicago stuff, I know. That's why I dug this one out for you, Sarah. And we will now wait to see if anybody else jumps in here in the last little bit. As we wait for the shot clock to wind down here. Mitch says nice card, and Brian says congratulations on that one. And Sarah says Crawford is my favorite. I don't think I have anything really exciting for Corey Crawford in the back. I'll have to look around and see, though. Maybe I do. Let's go to card number 17. And this is an Andrei Svechnikov, Barry Colt's favorite. 1920 Upper Deck SP Authentic Limited Autograph, number 96 in the set. This is a hard signed card. It's a $30 US book value. Let's start this one at $15 Canadian with a $1 bid. He's a heck of a player. He was really good for Barry, and he's been really good for the Hurricanes. And being a local guy and all that good stuff, we'll start him at $15, about half of what the book value of the card is. Aaron goes 15. Brent, we have at least one Wings player, maybe two. I have to think. Shane is at 21 on this one. Thank you, Shane. I know Shane collects some Svechnikov stuff. Blanchard goes to 25. We got bids bouncing all over the place. Steve Nelson is at 30 now, so you can bump that one up to 30. It's very weird with the lag being what it is. I keep glancing over and seeing myself kind of touching my beard, and I realized that was 15 seconds ago. Steve is at 32. Just beat Chris Blanchard there. Rich goes to 35. Thank you, Rich. And let's throw up the 10-second shot clock, Ron. I guess I could start it a little quicker than I would normally because we have a little more time to go, right? So we will wait for the final bids to come in here while my head blocks out Patrick Waugh behind me there pretty successfully. Richard has this one at $35. Hard signed Svechnikov, former Barry Colt. We'll wait for the final bids to come in. Who did this guy get in a fight? Was it this guy that got in a fight with? I can't remember. And Richard wins that one at $35. Just a little late, Chris. Sorry. Move on to the next card is number 18, Drew Doughty, 11-12. Panini Contenders, NHL Inc. autograph number 23, short print. Books for $20. Let's start this one at $10 with a $1 increment. Ovi, that's right. I thought it was Ovechkin that punched him. Eric is in for $10 on the Doughty. I like the design of these cards. I thought these were pretty sharp. Shane is in at 11 now. Hard signed also, not stickers. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I really like horizontal cards that leave a nice big white space for the player to sign, where it's obvious where the card is go, and it sort of builds the balance of the card, right? Shane is at $15 on this one now. Although I will say that Drew doesn't have the clearest autograph in the world, but who knows how many other cards he signed that day also, right? Shane is at 17 over the top of Eric there. Eric goes to 20, not fooling around, $20. Brian says that's his agent's fault. It's his agent's fault that he has bad penmanship or that he has to sign so many cards. Shane has this one at 22. He went over the top of him for $2. And remember, if you are finished bidding, go ahead and throw up in there that you're out. And that way I know we can start the shot clock a little earlier. Eric is out. And let's throw the 10-second clock up, Ron. Oh, Dr. Price says he made him change his autograph to one that's quicker to sign. And that happens more than you think. Remind me to tell you the Luke Shen story when we have a few minutes. So Doug says he's out too. Shane has this one at 22. We will wait for the shot clock to come up. Oh, you know what? Don't worry about it. Oh, it's up now. Okay, sorry. I didn't see it come up. The lag is that bad right now that I didn't see it come up. Okay, now, Shane, you have that card at 22. There was enough of a lag between those two things that I thought you just didn't put the shot clock up. I thought maybe I didn't say it.
Okay, just give me a second. I'm going to check something on YouTube.
Okay. Okay, so give us a second here. Ron is going to check something out and see if maybe he might be able to close up the lag just a tad. So while we're waiting, I'll tell you the Luke Shen story. So
it's set correctly, so it's
okay.
YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube is just, we're just maybe on a really heavy usage night or something like that tonight, but we'll just have to deal with the slightly longer lag. So we'll save the Luke Shen story for right now. Let's go on to number 19, Quinn Hughes, 1920 Upper Deck Artifact rookie card, number 180. This is number 24 of 999. Everybody knows how well Quinn Hughes sells right now and how popular he is. It's a $30 US card in the Beckett. Let's start this one at $15 with a $1 increment, Ron, as I'm going to get a drink here. Delicious. So Quinn Hughes at, excuse me, $15 starting bid with $1 increments is what we're going to go. Shane is in at 15 immediately. And I believe I read somewhere today that Vancouver has been ruled out as a possibility for one of the hub cities for the NHL. Maybe somebody can verify that. I don't know what the rationale behind that would be. Shane is at 17 now. John Carter, 18. Brent goes to 19. Shane at 20. The Wandering Chef says, yup. I'm not sure in relation to what. Identify yourself, Chef. Shane has got this one at 20, and let's go ahead and throw up the 10-second clock, Ron. So as we go along here, you'll see that the 10-second clock is running, but there may be a little bit longer delay than we normally experience. So I'll work with it as best as I can here. Brent is out. Oh, you're verifying that the Vancouver is being out for a hub. Yeah. I wonder what the rationale was. 8 seconds. And looks like Shane Pinnell wins that one for $20. Congratulations, Shane. And I believe we are on to our second box of the evening. Dr. Price says they'll keep the two locations to Toronto and Edmonton so there's no border issues, and that absolutely makes sense. Number 20 tonight, lot number 20, is a little wee blaster box of Series 1 Upper Deck from this year. These have 7 packs in a box, 8 cards in a pack, so you're going to get either 1 or 2 Young Guns, you might find a jersey, all that kind of good stuff. I believe these were selling for $25 plus tax. Let's start this one at $15. It's the last one of those I have, and I won't be restocking on them because they don't have any more of them. So we'll start that one at $15 with a $1 increment. Why not? And Brent is in at 15. British Columbia Health said they'd shut everything down with a positive test versus other jurisdictions allowing the series to continue with a specific player being quarantined. That's a good reason to probably not have it in Vancouver then if you're the NHL. John Carter goes to 16. Thank you, John, over Brent there. And remind me to ask you whether you want this one cracked or you just want to take the box home. Whoever wins this one, you can go ahead and throw the shot clock up on that one. We're at $16 for John Carter. They altered Brent goes to 17. They altered the content of the box this year, and John Carter goes to 18. So it's 7 packs, and it kind of bugs me because it means you don't get 2 Young Guns for certain. Most of the time you do, but not always. Doug goes to 19, and the bids are coming in here. John at 20. As you can see, the waiting for the final ones to come in. And it looks like John Carter got that one at $20. All right, John, you can let us know whether you want to break that one or you want me to break it tonight or you just want to pick it up. Okay, let's go to, I believe I have a card in here twice. And I wondered where that was. Yes, I do. So we'll skip what was supposed to be number 21 for now. And we'll go on to number 21, which is the Sergei Fedorov Jaromir Jagr 2015-16 in the game used jerseys dual gold, number 14 of 25. The book value in this card is $50 US, but we're going to start this at $20 with a bid increment of $2, let's say. John says break it, so we'll open that one later on. Thank you, John, much appreciated. Brent is in on this one for $20 already. John Carter goes to 22. Listening to the hubbub at Party City across the hallway. They're closed, I believe, but things are still going on. John Carter goes to 26. Thank you, John. Excuse me. Eric goes to 30 now. Thank you, Eric. John goes to 32. Eric goes to 34. Eric's got it at 34 right now, and we can throw up the shot clock, Ron. Remember, if you are out, just drop us a line saying you're done bidding. Eric's got this one at 34 right now. And we will wait for the final bids to trickle in. John Carter says those popping balloons sound like gunshots. You get used to it after a while. But yeah, there are a lot of them that get blown up. I can't imagine what their loss rate is for balloons, but I don't think it can be avoided. Eric's got this at 34. And Eric wins it at $34. Congratulations, Eric. Move on to card number 22. And this is, somebody asked me for Bruins stuff, and I thought this is pretty cool. This is a 15, I don't know if Ron will be able to fit it all into the, the screen or not. It's a 15-16 Upper Deck Black Sixes relic booklets featuring Tuukka Rask, Patrice Bergeron, David Pastrnak, Louis Eriksson, David Krejci, and the Rat, Brad Marchand. This is a $50 book value. We're going to start this one at $20. $20 Canadian with a $2 bid increment, please, on the board, Ron. I cannot remember who it was that asked me about Bruins cards, but here's one. Doug's in for 20, just ahead of Shane there. Thank you, fellas. Yeah, those balloons, I think a lot of it has to do with the price of helium right now. I know that helium has gotten really expensive. John is at 22. Shane goes to 26. Thank you, Shane. This is a nifty card. I really like these. I had I think it was the Columbus Blue Jackets, and it was out of 10, and it was 6 patches, and it sold really well. Shane is at 32 now. Thank you, Shane. Eric says he's out. Shane's got it at 32. Aaron goes to 34. Thank you, Aaron. Shane goes to 36. John is out. And we might be down to Aaron and Shane. Let's throw the shot clock up. Nope, Doug's at 38. He's still in. Shane goes to 40. Aaron is out. Shane has this one at 40. Doug goes to 42. Shane at 44, and we'll wait for the last bids to come in here. Shane has this one at $44. And it's going to be Shane at $44. That's a heck of a buy on that one, Shane. Okay, let's go to number 23. This is an interesting card. I always enjoyed when Panini did their, let's get the card up first. This is a Brendan Gallagher 13-14 Panini Fan Expo Score Hot Rookies Lava Flow version, number 8. The book, I don't think there is a book value on this card, but the best I could find, they were around $20 US. Let's start this one at $10 with a $1 increment, Ron. So $10 with a $1 increment. It's interesting. I'm wondering if, we're still even getting bids after the shot clock is over with by 4 or 5 seconds. It's interesting.
That one's over?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, somebody's really slow.
Yeah.
Slow tonight.
I wonder if, do you think we should alter the format? Should we go to people saying out when they're done? No. Okay.
It's just going to confuse them.
I agree. Murdochian is at $12 on this. The Panini used to, when you would buy, Upper Deck does the same thing where you get the packs with the midnight cards in them and the priority signings and all those sorts of things. Panini used to do this too, but they used to do VIP parties. And I had a couple of guys who would go to the VIP parties, get the boxes of packs, and then trade me all those cards for framing after the show was over with when they bought jerseys or whatever. Multi-Habs fan is at $14 now. Thank you, Multi-Habs fan. That's Colby, by the way.
Just when that gets to 0, just count another 5 seconds.
Okay. And so I would end up with lots of these, and I have a couple boxes full of like parallels of 35 of Prism, of kind of obscure rookies and stuff. But every once in a while, somebody will stumble across the stash and get really excited that I have those cards. Colby has gone to $18, and let's throw the 10-second shot clock up, Ron. So, yeah, unfortunately, Mitch, whatever happens with the, I have to go by my timing here on the thing. Murdochian is at 19 now. So whenever the clock gets to 0 for you guys there is when I have to call it. Colby goes to $20 now. Thank you, Colby. And we'll wait to see if we get any other bids in. Colby has it right now at 20 bucks. That was card number 23, and Colby wins it at $20. Congratulations, Colby. Thank you, Murdochian. If you want to, like I said, if you throw that in that you are out on the bidding when it reaches a certain point, that will help, as we can kind of speed things up. Number 24 is a Bo Bichette pair. This is 2 2020 Bowman rookie cards. That's the number 52 paper Bowman rookie and the Rookie of the Year favorites. I don't believe there's a refractor version of this. They're all refractors. This has a value of about $12 for the 2 cards US. Let's start the pair of them at $5.
24?
Yep.
24 is Bobby Orr.
I have 2 of them up there on accident. Do you want to go to Orr first? Or have you got Bichette up? Okay, so we'll go with Bichette. I inadvertently labeled 2 of these as number 24. And Ron just gave me a horrible gesture that I can't share with you. That's not true. He didn't do that. I did get a dirty look, though. So Bichette, this is the Bowman rookie from 2020 this year. And this is also the Rookie of the Year favorites. And it's not well, it is a refractor, but they're all refractors as far as I can tell. Shane Pinnell is at $8 here. John goes to 9. Shane is at 10. I saw some people selling lots of the Bichette cards in the States for, like with lots of 50 to 100 of these cards. I can't imagine how much of this stuff these people opened. It's crazy. John Carter is at 11. I don't remember what they said the potential start date would be for the MLB either. Brent goes to $12. So Brent's at $12. Shane goes to 13. And I don't have much of this stuff around either, folks. I might have one more Bichette paper rookie, and that's about it. I only got 2 boxes worth of singles back from people, and that was it. Shane's at 13. Let's throw the clock up. John says he's out. The cards really look nice. I've always liked the Bowman cards. I actually like the paper ones better than I like. Brent goes to 14 now. I like the paper versions better than I like the other ones. Shane goes to 15. Shane has got this one at 15 so far. And we will wait to see if we get any other bids. Looked like it was down to Shane and Brent. Brent has this one at 15. And Shane wins that one at $15. Thank you, Shane. And now we'll do the second number 24. Number 24 is so special it gets 2 cards. This is a 1971-72 O-Pee-Chee first All-Star team card, number 251 of Bobby Orr. And this card is in really nice condition. I mean, the corners aren't perfect, but they're pretty darn good. This is a really nice card. This is a $50 US card in the book, and we're going to start this one at $20 with a $2 increment. So, as you can see there in the scan, as you're having a look at it there, The corners are pretty solid. It's pretty well centered. There are no flaws to this, major flaws or anything. It's a really sharp card. The back is clean also. Brent's in for $20. Thank you, Brent. John, there's 14 number 25s, and I'll explain why in a minute. We're almost to the lightning round. John Carter is at 22. At least we know that John was looking at the video showcase section, though. Looking ahead and going, what has Wayne been doing? Putting together the lists of the cards. I had a non-alcoholic beer today while I was at work, I will admit. Like, I don't even know how much alcohol's in there, 0.00001. Steve is at $30 here. Solid buy on this card. It's a really nice card. I'd like to do more vintage stuff here. I have some pretty neat stuff, and I'm not a big grading guy. If you've been in the store, you know I'm not super keen on that, to say the least. Eric goes to $42. Thank you, Eric. Mitch goes to 44. Excuse me. Eric goes to 46. I'm going to try it without my glasses on here for a little bit, so if you see me squinting to see what's going on in the chat room. Eric is at 46, and let's throw the shot clock up. Ron? Eric has this at $46 right now, as we are almost halfway through the auction tonight, although we have the lightning round coming up. Mitch goes to 50. Eric is out, so we can, I believe they were the only people bidding there. We'll wait just to see if anybody jumps in right there at the end. But I think this is going to be Mitch at $50. And it is. Congratulations, Mitch. That's a nice buy on that card. It's always nice to get a good vintage ore. Dr. Price, thanks for stopping by. I'll talk to you, I'm sure, at some point over the next week or so. We will soldier on without you as we head into the lightning round. So, let's talk a little bit how this is going to work. So if you are to look at the video showcase section, you'll see that number 25.01 is a Jamie Benn 2016-17 Upper Deck black hole autographed jersey. BHJB in your book. The way this is going to work is there's not going to be any shot clock. Ron is going to throw the card up. I'm going to say what the starting bid is, the buy it now price is, and the first person in the chat room to respond that they want the card at that price gets the card at that price. If I don't get a taker at that bid, then I will ask if anybody wants to throw in an offer lower than that, but probably we'll just move on from that card. So, oh, well, we can do that too if you want. But with the lag now, it means we're going to be spending 20 or 25 seconds on each card probably. So,
You're only waiting for the first one to come in.
okay, that's fine. Okay, so the first card is the Jamie Benn Black Hole autographed jersey card, and we are going to start. We're going to say that card is $15. So the first person to say that they want that card at $15 for the Jamie Benn autographed jersey card, it's yours. You've won it. I'll draw a little line here for my bids. That's the Jonathan Taves card.
It's not much lightning, is it?
Hey, it's our first time, folks. Give us a break. Did you find the bin? Okay. There's the Jamie Benn card. That is $15. It is autographed in gold. The first person who says they want it at $15, I'll write your name down and it's your card. Ashton, I could not find any Buddy Murphy cards. Eric says he'll take that one for $15. So Eric wins that one for $15. We'll move on to the next card, which Ron was gracious enough to give you a preview of there, I think. The next card is a fifth. There won't be any WWE cards tonight, Ashton. I couldn't find a Buddy Murphy card for you. I will find one for next time. Next card here is a Jonathan Toews 15-16 Upper Deck game jersey. This card is the book value around 15 US. First person at $8 gets this card. $8 Canadian. Includes tax. So I will find some WWE stuff for you, Ashton, and when you come in, I'll have something set aside for you too. But I couldn't find any Buddy Murphy this time. I went through both of my boxes. So Jonathan Toews at $8. Sarah says she'll take that one. Sarah gets that one at $8. We'll move on to the next card, and I'm sure that there'll be some interest in this one from our goalie friends here in the area who are Toronto fans. This is a Jonathan Bernier 2014-15 UD Ice Glacial Graphs Double G JB. It is a $15 US card. It is hard signed, and if I'm not mistaken, I scanned the back of the card rather than the front, but you can still see the autograph because it's an acetate card, so you can see through it just fine. And this card is going to be $8 again, $8 Canadian. Some more numbers here. Eric says me. So Eric will take that one at $8. I kind of figured that, so you might grab that one. Eric hits that one for $8. Next card will be something that was pulled here in the store today, and I thought, why not just throw this one up and we'll move it on to somebody who is a Penguins fan. We'll see. If Jenny Malkin, 1920 Upper Deck Series 2 exclusives, number 358. Didn't get a book value on this card, but the best I could see it was 15 to $20 is what they sold for US. This is number 75 out of 100. Let's go $10 Canadian for this card. $10 Canadian will win this one. That was pulled here earlier today, and I traded for it because I thought somebody will like that card, so we'll see. I was pretty bummed, Ashton. I looked all through the boxes and no Buddy Murphy. I'll find something. Shane says he'll take that one for $10. Thank you, Shane. Next card is a Cale Makar 1920 Upper Deck Trilogy Rookie Renditions RR1 rookie card. The book value on this card is around 12 US. We're going to do this one for number 25.05. Makar Renditions Rookie RR1. And we're going to do this one, like I said, it's a $12 US card. We're going to do this one for $6 Canadian. So $6. Mitch says he's done with Series 1 after he finally... Oh, Doug says, boom, he got in there first. Got the Makar for $6. Just ahead of Shane. And John Carter was in there too. Guys, I will check to see if I have any more of that card. I may have another one of those around. I will look. But Doug grabbed that one at $6. 25.06 is next up in the lightning round, and that is Dave Taylor's autograph from 06-07, another one of these nifty Parkhurst autograph cards, number 75 in the set, hard signed. This is a $15 card US. Let's do $8 Canadian on this one. First person at $8 grabs it. Dave Taylor is a very underrated player on that team. Very solid. So about $15 US. These always sell well. Doug says he'll take this one, so Doug grabbed that one too at $8. Thank you, Doug. Got to write down some more numbers here real quick, and that'll give Ron a chance. This is hard on Ron. It's easy on me, but hard on Ron. 2507. This is Alan Bester. 12-13 in the game between the pipes, decades, the 1980s. This is a $15 US card, and we'll do this one at, let's do this one at $8 also. So $8 on this one. John Carter says, me, Bester, me. And he was the first one in. So John got it. I have a funny feeling that maybe John jumped in and said that. Again, I will double check on these. I may have another copy or two of this autograph in the back. I have a feeling that John may have jumped in before he knew what the price was on that. It's $85. Just kidding. $8 was the winner on that one. Next card is number 25.08. Andreas Andreas, that used to play for the Colts. Athasaniu, I can never pronounce this properly. Dual jersey artifacts materials, 1819, number 57 of 165. First $5 takes it. First $5 on this one. Athasaniu played for the Colts. Craig says me, and he was in first. Craig gets it for $5. Congratulations, Craig. Steve says, make him pay $85 because I clicked enter as soon as you said 8. I think we'll have to talk about that. I'll have to talk to John. Craig, congratulations. There's one of those Wings cards you were asking about. 25.09. JVR, James Van Riemsdyk. 2009-10 Upper Deck Series 1 Young Guns, number 207. This is a $15 U.S. card. Young Guns, everybody loves them. Let's go $10 Canadian. $10 Canadian will get you this JVR Young Guns, a pretty underrated player. Hell of a scorer, or heck of a scorer, however you want to say that. Almost finished with the lightning round here. Shane says me. So Shane wins that one for $10. John says it pays to view the video showcase. That's true. It pays to know what's coming up in advance here. 25.10 is an Ed Belfour 0304 Bowman Chrome. Number 46 refractor, 234 of 300. Nice shiny card. It's a $10 book value, and let's say $5 Canadian on this one. $5 is will get you the Belfour Bowman Chrome out of 300. Sarah says me, so Sarah gets the Belfour. Thank you, Sarah, for $5. She beat Eric there. Penguins got wait a minute. The Penguins got the first overall pick. How did that happen? Were they doing a draft lottery tonight, or what? I didn't even know that was going on. Fill us in, Mitch. Number 25.11. This is a weird card. I'm sure you've seen these before. This is a Wayne Gretzky. It's put out by National Sports Cards. It's an Indianapolis Racers pre-rookie-ish, because I believe it was printed after he made the NHL. Rookie card, sort of. You see them on eBay all the time. They're priced from $15 to $20. Let's do $10 on this one. It's an interesting card. It has some facts about his time with the brief time with the Indy Racers. But $10 is fast enough. So $10 on this Wayne Gretzky card. Adam Bailey says $10. Hello, Adam. And Adam grabs it for $10. Congratulations, Adam. And the final card of our lightning round this evening is 25.12. That is Rasmus Sandin. 2019-20 Upper Deck Trilogy Rookie Renditions, RR48. This is a $8 to $10 card in the book. Let's call this one $5 Canadian. $5 gets the last one. Here in the lightning round. And Craig Erskine jumps in and gets it for me. Craig, $5 on that one. And the lightning round is over with. So you guys can tell me what you think about how that worked. My thoughts are, I know it's a little tough when things are a little slow, but I like that because I like to be able to move through cards and get some kind of cheaper stuff out there quickly. It's a possibility that what we could do is, I'm not going to drag Ron out to do one like that, but maybe we might do an occasional show where I maybe just hold them up in front of the webcam or something like that. We do 40 or 50 of them with Buy It Nows. It's also entirely possible that we could make that a section on the website and we make it an auction section or something like that. Or just a plain Buy It Now of a bunch of cheap stuff. So Eric says he likes it. I like that kind of stuff too. I like it quick. So, Ron, do we need a break or anything? Are you ready to keep rolling? Okay. Well, let's move on to card number 26 then. This is a really cool one. Card number 26 is a Gordie Howe 1516 Panini Anthology, massive materials. Number 2 in the set, number 40 of only 55 produced. This card has a $50 book value, and we will start it at $25 Canadian. The story behind these cards is that in 14-15, Panini knew they had lost the license, so they could not use, by that time they didn't have the license anymore, they could not use the players' images and all that sort of thing. John's in at $25, thank you. $2 increments on this, let's say $2. So John's got it at 25, $2 increments. So they could not use the players' likenesses, but what they could do is use up all the sticker autographs and all of the material that they had lying around left over that they weren't going to use. Mitch goes to 35 on this one. Thank you, Mitch. Jumping up quick. Did you mean 35 there? I'm assuming you did. $35 to Mitch. So what they did was they made these cards, the set of cards, where they didn't have the likenesses on them, just the player name and then the material, and you got these huge pieces of material. So this is from a Hartford Whalers game-worn jersey. If you got this in some other card, it would be a $100 card if it had the licensing and the logo on it. Mitch goes to $40 over the top of John. Thank you, Mitch. I almost thought about keeping this card and taking it apart to use some of the, or use the material in an autographed frame piece. John goes to 42, and Mitch is out. We can throw the shot clock up, and we'll wait to see if anybody else jumps in here. But I believe this is going to be John at $42. I love these cards. I wish I could still get them to crack open, because some of the patch pieces you got and things like that were crazy. Just really neat stuff. 28, 29, 30. So I'll wait to see if anybody jumps in here. I don't think so, though. And John is the winner at $42 on that one. Thank you, John. Card number 27 is another baseball card. This is Xander Bogaerts' 2020 Topps Tier 1 Relic card, number 239 of, I don't think that's $9.99. It should be $3.99, folks. It's about a $20 card. This product just came out. Let's start this one at $10 Canadian with $1 increments. So $10 Canadian with $1 increments is just fine on this. Xander Bogaerts, heck of a player. And a pretty good size jersey swatch. This is a thick card too. Doug is in at $10 on this one. $1 increments. Let's see here. Doug is at $10, and let's go ahead and throw the shot clock up on this one, Ron. $10 with $1 increments. Shane goes to 11 as the shot clock trickles down there. And we will wait for the final bids to come in. Shane is now at 13 over Doug, so Shane winning at 13. Doug goes to 14. Shane at 15. We'll watch here for the last few bids. Shane at 15, and Shane wins it at 15.
Is it already at 0?
No, it just did. Okay, so Shane wins that one at 15. Next card, number 28, is a Jack Eichel 16-17 in the game Heroes and Prospects, the Eichel Tower autograph. It's a neat looking card. I like these cards. This is a $25 US book value, and we'll do this one starting at, how about $10? $10 Canadian starting bid, and we'll do $2 increments on this one. So $10 for a Jack Eichel autograph. And again, a really nice looking card. I like the design of this one. Doug is in at $10 for this. Thank you, Doug. And we'll do $2 increments on this one. Aaron is in at 12 now. Eric goes to 14. John goes to 16. Eric goes to 18. Thank you, Eric. This one moving up pretty quickly. It's a good buy. I mean, it's about a $35 Canadian card, value card. Aaron goes to 20. Now Eric is at 22. This is back when Leaf bought in the game and then had Eichel assigned to an exclusive when McDavid had an exclusive. So Aaron is at 24 now. Thank you, Aaron. Eric is at 26. Oh, stiff. Go ahead and throw the shot clock up on this one, Ron. So Eric is winning this one at 26. If you want to go over the top of Eric's bid, you'll have to throw in $2 increments there. Doug's at 28 now. Doug goes over the top there, so 28. And it looks like pretty much everybody else says they might be out here. We will wait just to see if anybody jumps in at the end. And nope, Doug gets that one for 28. Thanks, Doug. Goodbye on that card. Move on to card number 29, which is, this is another neat card. Gump Worsley, 08-09 in the game, Blue Blanket Rouge. The Cup. This is a Vault 1 of 1 card. It comes in the original Superlative hold, or sorry, Blue Blanket Rouge holder. But there were only 9 of this card originally made. Nice big piece of a Gump Worsley gamer. This is a $50 US card. Let's start this one at $20 Canadian with a $2 increment. Really beautiful card. This is one of the, like those superlative sets back then. There were just a whole bunch of them in the classic auctions that ended last week, which reminds me I have to pay them for the practice jerseys I bought. I bought some practice jerseys in case anybody needs one. But there were 10 or 12 lots of cards, 20 to 30, 40, and there were Vezina cards, and it was just crazy. Honestly, if I had gotten my loan from the government, I might have gone crazy that night. So maybe it's a good thing that we didn't get the applications in yet. Big Hit Cards is at $28. Thank you. Oh, sorry. Doug had that at 28 first. He was ahead of you there. Or wait a minute. So, yep. Yeah, Doug was ahead of you at 28 there. Oh, no, sorry. Sorry, I'm wrong. John was at 20, and then Big Hit Cards is at 28. I just want to make sure. Is big hit cards, did that come in late from the other card, or are you bidding on this one? Let's go ahead and throw the shot clock up, Ron, because there's only a couple people bidding on it. Okay, Eric is at 30 on this one now. We can go ahead and throw the shot clock up, though. So Eric's at 30. If you want to go over the top of him, you'll have to put in a $2 increment. And now we'll wait for the final bids to come in and see if we have anybody else who goes over the top here. Really, really nice looking cards, though. Man alive. Good stuff. So Eric has this one at 30 bucks. And he has got this one at 30. Eric wins at 30. Thank you, Eric. We are on to the third box of the evening. And this is where things get a little interesting. Well, I mean, they've been interesting before this, but these boxes get a little cooler. 0809 Upper Deck Series 1 Blaster Box. So you have a shot at Steve Stamkos, Pietrangelo. You'll have to think about who else is in this. You also get the oversized Young Guns in this card, or in this box, sorry. Kyle Turris is in this. Kyle Okposo is in this. And there are any number of, 8 packs in the box. So you're going to get a couple of Young Guns out of this. So these, I've got a few more of them in the store now, and they will be retailing for about $49.99. Let's start this one at 30 bucks. Let's start it at $30. Just set it there. With a just $1 increment is fine. So $30 to start with on that one with a $1 increment. John is in at 30. Shane goes to 35. Mitch goes to 40. Adam, you could just come into the store to pay. That's fine. If you want to pay with the EFT or whatever else, we can do it that way, but it's perfectly fine to just come in and pick it up whenever you have time. Shane is at $43. Mitch goes to 45. And remind me, the winner will have to tell me if they want it broken tonight or they want to pick the box up. John is at 46. Mitch goes to 50. Still a good deal, tax in. John goes to 51. And let's throw the shot clock up, Ron. You're welcome, Adam. Mitch goes to 52. And we will wait for the shot clock to wind down here. Mitch has this one at $52. We'll wait for the final bids to come in here. It'd be neat to pull an oversized Young Gun of somebody really cool out of this. I like those oversized Young Guns, but not very many people collect them, I don't think. They're starting to get hot now. And Mitch is our winner at 52 bucks. Thank you, Mitch. Let me know whether you want me to break it tonight or whether you want to pick it up and break it yourself. We'll move on to number 31. That is a Larry Robinson 1819 Upper Deck Artifacts Materials Silver card. Number 33 of 99. This was a shorter print in that set. This year was normally $165 for the silver materials. It's a $12 US card. We'll start it at $5 with $1 increments. So $5 Canadian and $1 increments there. Eric has that one at 5 in just ahead of Murdochian. And we won't stay on this one too long. You can go ahead and throw the 10 seconds up on this one. Eric has this one at $5. Murdochian goes to 6. Thank you. So we'll wait for the clock to run down here. And we'll see if we get any. Eric's out. We'll see if anybody else jumps in, but right now it's Murdochian at $6. Big Bird. Just a few seconds left here. And Murdochian wins that one at $6. Congratulations. I think that's your first win tonight, Murdocky, and if I remember correctly, we'll move on to card number 32. This is another Artifacts jersey card, a Sidney Crosby, 15-16 Lord Stanley's Legacy Relics, Group B, so one of the tougher ones to pull. It's a $40 card in the book. We'll start this one at $15 Canadian with a $1 increment. So $15 Canadian with a $1 increment on the Sidney Crosby Artifacts Lord Stanley's Legacy Relics. And as I said, this is a Group B card, so they're a little tougher to pull. John says he's hoping that Mitch pulls the Stamkos out of that little box. We'd all like that. I would appreciate. I like it when people pull nice stuff here. It makes me happy. John Carter's in at 15 for the Crosby card. Thank you, John. Just $1 increments on this one. Mitch goes to 20 immediately. So $20 for Mitch. I'm starting to run low on Crosby cards in the store. I guess I'm putting too low of a price on them, eh? That's okay. I like to move them. Let's go ahead and do the 10-second clock on this one. Adam goes to 21, just ahead of John. Adam has this at $21. Eric goes to 22. Mitch at 25. So we'll wait and see how this works out here. Mitch has got this one at $25, just a $1 increment. We'll wait for the final bids to come in. Eric is out. Mitch has got it at 25. And it looks like Mitch is our winner at 25 bucks. Congratulations, Mitch. Card number 33. I know somebody around is going to need this for their set. Nick Suzuki, 1920 Upper Deck Young Gun Series 2, number 471. This card books for $50 US. Another one, we're going to start this one at $25 Canadian, and we're going to do $2 increments on this one. So 25 bucks for Nick Suzuki, who sells particularly well in this area. As I said about the Trilogy card earlier, he does really well. Shane is at $30 immediately. Thank you, Shane. So Shane is leading at $30. You'd have to go to 32, folks, if you want to go over the top of him. The card is in perfect, well, I can't say perfect, but perfect shape as far as I can tell. John, the increments are $2, so you got to go 2 over. So Eric's at 35 now. So $35 for Eric. Shane goes to 37, just ahead of John. John goes to 39. Thank you, John. Let's go ahead and throw the 10-second clock up. Shane goes to 41. Thank you, Shane. Suzuki's been hot, man. We had a printing plate pulled here that sold for like $400. It was crazy. Shane at 41. Eric says he's out. John says he's out. I believe. Hey, Jason. Jason, the NBA nut, is in the room now watching. We'll see if he finds anything to bid on. And it appears that Shane wins that one at $41. Thank you, Shane. Let's roll on to number 34. Nathan McKinnon, 1617 SP Game Used Stadium Series Relic Blends, number 26 of 99. It's a $30 card. I always like this set every year in SP Game Used. They're really good looking cards. Well, let's start this one at, how about $10? $10 with a $1 increment. Not very often you can find a nice McKinnon for $10. But we'll start that. Doug's at $10 immediately. I'm not surprised. Just a good looking card. So $10 is the opening bid. $1 increments on this. Aaron goes to $12. Thank you, Aaron. Shane goes to 14. I like the die cut cards. I just think they're sharp. I don't know. I mean, I suspect that it's all just one piece of jersey behind there, but that's still a pretty significant piece of jersey to be using up in a card out of 99. Shane's out. Doug was at 18, but now Mitch has gone to $20. Aaron is out. Let's throw the 10-second clock up, Ron. Doug goes to 22. Thank you, Doug. Mitch takes it to 25. Thanks, Mitch. We'll wait for the final bids to come in here. Doug goes to 27. Thank you, Doug. I just got in a couple of autographed, and now Mitch is at 30. Thanks, Mitch. As we wait for the final bids to come in, I just got a couple of McKinnon autographed 11x14s in the store also. Doug goes to $32. Mitch is out, and Doug grabs that one for $32. Thank you very much, Douglas. We will go to 35. Cool card. Roberto Clemente, 1969 Topps, number 50. This is the uncorrected error version. If you look at the back of the card, which I didn't scan, but I can show you when you pick it up, it's listed that he bats right, but it was listed twice. Card's not in great shape. It's a Beckett 3.5. The book value on one, I think, in 6. No, a 3.5 in this I looked is $50 US. So we're going to start this one at $25 Canadian. How about that? 34. Did I have two 34s? I had two 34s again. I'm messing with Ron. This is number 34, part due. So we'll start this one at $25 Canadian with a $2 minimum increment for bids. So not much more than it would have cost you, and definitely with the shipping, not any more than it would have cost you down there to pay for that, right? To get it shipped and graded and all that good stuff. Doug says he'll be in to see the McKinnon autographs. I figured. So $25 on the Roberto Clemente 69 Topps. It's a 3.5 Beckett, and it's the uncorrected error version, which is worth about 50% more than the regular card is. Hell of a baseball player. And career cut short. He was killed in a plane crash, I believe, in 71, if I'm not mistaken. Adam's in for $25 on that one. Thank you, Adam. Played with the Pirates his whole career. Outfielder with a really, really good arm. It just did everything really well. I believe he was on a charity mission when the plane crashed. Adam is at $35 now. Thank you, Adam. I think we can throw the 10-second clock up on this one, Ron. Excuse me. I was pushing to try to get to the halfway point by 8:30, and we made it even with the delay. So, Steve, the increment is $2 on this one. So, Adam went to 49. So we'll wait for the final bids to come in. Adam is at $49 for the Roberto Clemente. Sorry. Woo. And Adam wins that one for $49. Thank you, Adam. Card number 36. 35. Sorry. Well, it was 34 twice. 35 is a Martin Brodeur 0607 Upper Deck Trilogy honorary swatches. This card books for $30, and we're going to start this one at $10. $10 with a $1 increment. Adam gives a thumbs up, and John says he loves that, or Jason says he loves that design. That was a very good-looking card. They made some kind of squirrely cards there in the late 60s and early 70s that I'm not a huge fan of, but I do like that year particularly. So Martin Brodeur, $10. John's in for $10 on the Brodeur. Just $1 increment on this. We won't dawdle on this one too long. Dawdle. I haven't used that word in a long time. Wow. Mitch is at 15 on this one. So Mitch goes to 15. The EMT email, Adam, is DougLaurieSports@hotmail.com. You don't have to worry about it now, though. I can send it to you in the morning or whatever. Whatever. Let's throw the 10-second up on this. Mitch has got this at $15. And $1 increments is good enough to get you $16 will get you the high bid on it. As we watch the clock wind down here. Wait for the final bids to come in. No hurry on sending in, Adam. It's no big deal. Get here when you can get here and pay when you get here. That's fine. Or if you want to, but just wait till if you buy anything else, I'll send you an invoice at the end of the night. Mitch has got this at $15. John's out. Mitch is the winner on that one. Mitch grabs it for $15. Thanks, Mitch. On to card number 36. Alexander Ovechkin, 14-15 Upper Deck Trilogy Triptychs. Jersey card number 161 of 400. It's a $40 book value. Let's start this at $15 Canadian, Ron. $15 with a $1 increment. Starting to burn through them again here. Getting the juices flowing. I need to chew some more gum. I guess I can't do that while I'm on the mic, can I? Tucker Carlson does. Let's see where we're at here. John Carter is at $17. Thank you, John. Here, we'll try it, and you tell me if you can hear it. Tell me if the folks at home can hear it. Ooh. Eric is at $18. Let's throw up the 10-second clock on this one. I love these cards. This is a nice thick card, too. It's numbered on the back. Eric is at $20. Mitch goes to $25. And the shot clock is winding down here. Eric goes to 26. And we'll wait for the final bids to come in here. Eric winning it at $26 right now. Mitch goes to 30. Eric is out. We'll see if anybody else comes in, but I think that's going to be Mitch's at $30. And it is. Mitch wins that one at $30. Congratulations, Mitch. Nice card. Number 38. 37, sorry. 37 is the Connor McDavid 1920 Upper Deck Allure Yellow Taxi number 1. Now, the book value on this card is $15, but when I looked, they were selling for north of that. I saw one sell for $25 US, I think. Let's start this at $10 with a $1 bid increment, and we'll see who jumps on it. $10, $1 increments for the Yellow Taxi. I just like saying that. Yellow Taxi. Did you? Oh, you did, Jason. That's right. Well, you didn't sell it to me. You traded to me for some supplies, I think. John Carter's in at $10. Thank you, John. He just beat out. Hey, there's Jeremy Lee. Everybody, Jeremy, tomorrow night on Sports Cards Live, his channel, and Jeremy, I think that airs on his Facebook with StreamYard. John goes to 13. Thank you, John. Now Jeremy goes to 14. Jeremy is going to have on Paul. Oh, crud. I just blanked on his name. Shoot. Jeremy will fill me in. But Paul is a lawyer in the St. Louis area. I believe he's in Alton, Illinois, which is right down the road from where I grew up. Paul Lesko, thank you. And Paul Lesko is fantastic. He's very much into the lawsuits that go on in the business and some of the kind of behind the scenes things. Jeremy's going to have him on tomorrow. We'll let Jeremy type it in the thing there, and I will link it tomorrow on the Facebook page also. But you definitely do not want to miss Jeremy talking with Paul Lesko. There will be some great stuff there. Let's throw the 10 seconds up on that. Jeremy is winning this card at $14, by the way. Law of Cards is who Paul is on Twitter. But he is a great, great follow. Always has interesting information. And we will wait for the final bids to come in here. But Jeremy's been doing a great job hosting his new show over there. I think you're probably, 10 or 12, 14 shows deep now. He just had Steve Grad on for Beckett Authentication, which I have not had a chance to watch yet. But I'm really excited about tomorrow night. So, Jeremy wins that one at $14. Thank you, Jeremy. As I didn't write that down, but I will write the number down in a second. We are on to number 38, and this is a Capo Caco 1920 Upper Deck Series 2 Young Guns, number $4.99. The book value in this card is $60 US. They are not selling for that much. However, we're going to start this one at $20 Canadian because we can, and because I have 4 of them right now. So, $20 Canadian on Capo Caco, which is a lot of fun to say, and $1 increments, why not? And that was Jeremy at $14. Eric is at $30 on this one. Episode 23 tomorrow for Jeremy. Really? Holy moly. Wow, I didn't realize you were that far along. We got a lot of action on this one. Holy cats. Shane is at, now Eric is at $35. We're already up to 35 bucks. See, that's what I like when you start them low. Then all of a sudden there's just a big explosion in the room. John Carter is at 36. He was the first one in there. Shane, he was just ahead of you. So John has this at 36. Eric goes to 37. Chris Blanchard is out. Shane goes to 38. $38, and I got the gum caught. Couldn't talk for a minute. Let's put the 10-second clock up, Ron. Shane at $38. Eric is out. We'll see if that stands. As the clock winds down and we wait for the last bids to trickle in. Shane goes to 40 now, over the top of big hit cards. Big hits at 41. Shane is out. Mitch goes to 45. Mitch at $45 here. And that will be Mitch's at $45. Now, here's what I'm going to do on that one, though. Shane, you were in at 40 bucks. Big Hit Cards was in at 41, and Mitch, you were in at 45. Shane and Big Hit Cards, if you tell me you want them, I have at least 2 more Capo Cacos, and I will lower Mitch's bid to $40, and I'll do one for each of you at 40 bucks. I'm reading the names. I know, but I got to read the names. So if you want the Capo Caco for $40, Mitch, I'm going to give you yours for $40. And if Shane, you would like one for $40, Big Hit Cards, you would like one for $40, let me know in the room and I'll put one aside for you because I picked up 4 of them in a trade the other day and I have sold one already. So Big Hit Cards says yes, they're in for 1. So Big Hit, $40 Caco. Thank you. And Shane says he'll take one too. Good deal. There we go. And see, Mitch, you saved $5. That was awesome. We should run them all like that. That was quick. Okay, next card. Number 39, Felix Potvin, 1718 in the game used nickname, Hall of Fame memorabilia. This is number 14 of 30. This card has a $30 book value, and we're going to start this one at 15 bucks Canadian with a $1 increment. So this is the nickname Hall of Fame. It's a cool name for a subset, and Felix's nickname, of course, was, or is still, the Cat. A very, very, very popular guy. John Carter first in the door at $15. 15 bucks for Felix Potvin, who is another guy that if things ever get back to normal where we can do autograph signings, is a guy that I would like to bring in here. Aaron is at $16. Thank you, Aaron. John goes to 17. I'll write down a few more numbers right here. So, Jeremy, do you have any more? Eric is at 18 now. He just beat Eric in, so $18. Jeremy, if you have any more guests lined up beyond Paul that you want to plug, please feel free to do so. John Carter goes to 19 and Eric goes to 20. Thank you, Eric. You know, speaking of that fight, Jason, I was just speaking with Dr. Price the other day, And he has a pretty incredible collection of a lot of the original artwork from some of the cards, and I believe he has the artwork that was on that Net Enforcers set, I think that's what that was called, of Potvin and Hextall fighting. I really hope I get a chance to get that. John Carter at $23 now. Eric goes to $25. Yeah, hopefully I'll get a chance to, we'll show it off. It's pretty neat. Eric at $25. Chris McGill from the House of Jordans and Card Ladder on next Wednesday. John is out. Let's start the clock. Eric is at $25. The 1 of 1 of that Potvin Hextall fight was pulled at the expo, and the guy came up to me, and I was standing in line waiting for something as we wait for the last bids to come in. And he showed it to me, and he said, I got the 1 of 1 of this. Do you think I get a couple $100 for this? And I said, hold on a second. And I walked over to another guy about 3 rows away, and I said, I know the guy who has the 1 of 1 of that card. What will you offer him? And he said, $600. And I said, it's not enough. Eric wins that one at $25. Thank you, Eric. I said, it's not enough. You're going to have to pay $1,000. And the guy said, that's way too much. And he ended up giving the guy $700 or $800 for it, whatever it was. The guy was astonished. It's hilarious. He would have sold it to me for $200, but that's just wrong. Can't make money off people like that. Oh, we're up to another box here. So number 40 is the 910 Upper Deck Series 1 blaster box with an oversized Young Gun in here. And you all know who the big hit in this is. It says it right there. As I said before, Billy Leno. It's actually John Tavares. You have a shot at a John Tavares or an oversized John Tavares Young Guns in this box. That I will be selling those for, I believe they will be $49.99 plus tax, which makes about $55. Let's start it at $30 again. $30 with a $1 increment. And let me know at the end of this if you want it to be broken live tonight or not. We've just crossed the 9 o'clock hour, and we have, I think, 16 more lots to go. Yeah. Okay. So Shane is at 40. John goes to 41. Thank you, John. Shane goes to 45. I remember John goes to 46. Thanks, John. Shane goes to 47. I remember about a year ago I got a hobby case of this brought in here, and I just about fainted. It was so cool to see an entire hobby case of that product walk in. Eric goes to 48. Thank you, Eric. Let's throw the 10 seconds up on this one, Ron. Shane goes to 49. Remember, this is tax in. Eric just beats Mitch in for the for 50. Shane, now Mitch beats Shane 51. Carter's out. And we'll wait for the last bids to trickle in. Eric goes to 52. Shane goes to 53. Eric is out. We'll see if Shane grabs this one at 53. And he does. Shane is in for $53. Thank you, Shane. Let me know if you want that broken here or you want to pick it up tomorrow and take it home and open it with your boy. On to the next one. Number 41. Hottest guy in baseball right now for prospecting. That is Jason Dominguez. And this is his 2020 Bowman Chrome first BCP 8 rookie card. Let's start this one at $20 Canadian with a $1 increment. We'll go $20 Canadian with a $1 increment. Shane says break it. All right, Shane. I like finding these old blaster boxes too. I'm not a big fan of retail product, but in some instances you just hardly can't find the hobby stuff. Or it gets so crazy expensive that you can't bring it in anymore for it to be reasonable. Like people keep asking me, can I get 16, 17 Series 1 hobby? Sure, and it's going to be around $350 or $400 a box. You just buy the Matthews card at that point, right? Tim Heacock in at $22 here over Big Hit Cards. Thank you, Tim. Tim, I can never remember which town you're in up there. You don't have to say. I always get the two beach towns mixed up. Big hit cards at 23. Out of all the stuff that we broke, I think I have this Dominguez and one more, and that's it. I think I'm going to hang on to the other one, just for giggles. Big hit cards at $23. Collingwood, Seawood, says Tim. Tim's at 25. When things get back and opened up, Tim, I'm going to have to run up there, and you're going to have to. I don't think I've ever eaten anywhere up there or gone out for a beer or anything. I've been to Wasaga Beach a few times. Big hit cards at 26. Let's throw the 10-second clock up on this baseball card. Big hit cards at 26 leads the way on this one. And we'll watch the clock count down, and we'll wait for the final bids to come in here. Rich is at 27. He jumps in. $27. Tim goes to 29. Tim is winning at $29 here. Rich goes to 30. Tim goes to 31. And that's it. Tim Heacock gets that one at $31. Congratulations, Tim. Pretty good buy, and you don't have to wait for the dumb thing to show up from the States. I'll tell you what. I'll double check and make sure. I think I do have another one, big hit. Remind me, and if I do, I'll match the 31 and I'll sell you the other one at 31. I'll make a note here. Big hit. I'll see if I have another one. If you want it at 31, I'll match that. And then I won't have one of my own. What am I doing? Oh, that's right. I'm selling cards. That's my job. Number 42 is Nikita Kucherov. 15-16 Upper Deck Trilogy Signature Pucks. Group F. This is a $25 U.S. card. That card is signed. The pucks that they used that year, they chose to sign them in silver and gold, and the signature is kind of, it's just a little, it's not thin, it's just light. We'll call that, let's start at $10 with a dollar bid. I checked these out, and I think the last couple I saw sold for 17 and 19 U.S. So we'll start it at $10. Rich was in first at $10. Now Shane is at 11. Steve is at $15. He beat Doug in there with a jump in the bid. Shane goes to 16. Oh, that's okay. That autograph shows up. It is just, it's not as bold as you would like it to be. Steve is at 17 now. Shane goes to 18. Let's put the 10-second clock on this one. Doug goes to 20. Shane is out. We'll watch the clock here as it ticks down. See where we're at. Jason Antow, hello. Jason's at 21. Jason, long time no talk. I know you've been super busy, dude. Doug's at 22. You have to stop by the store, though, when you get a chance. Doug is at $22, and it looks like Doug's going to grab that one at 22. That's a nice buy, Doug. Oops, that was dumb. I just inadvertently backed up and closed my YouTube thing. Number 43, Ed Belfour, 0607 Uniformity. Two-color swatch on this out of Ultra from 0607. As I said, it's hard to find two-color swatches in this. Let's start this one at $10 Canadian with a $1 bid. Big hit, I will be getting ingrained next week. I should have it on Tuesday, and then we're closed Wednesday for Canada Day. The mall's closed. I'm not 100% sure. Eric is at 10 immediately. I'm not 100% sure, though, when I'll receive it on Tuesday. So I will post it as soon as I have it on Facebook and Twitter that it's in the store. I think I have 2 cases coming. I don't know the price off the top of my head. If I was going to guess, it's probably going to be around $250 to $260, I think. Eric at $10 has this one, $1 increments. Big hit goes to 11. Eric goes to 12. Let's throw the 10-second clock on this one. I think this is going to be a couple people scrapping. I'm excited to see Ingrained. It did very well for us last year. Big hit cards goes to 13. Eric goes to 14. And Eric wins that one at $14. Congratulations, Eric. Number 44. This is a Mario Lemieux 0203 Be a Player's Ultimate Memorabilia Playoff Scorers. Number 13 of 30. This is also a two-color swatch. Already slabbed. That's the way Ultimate comes. It comes slabbed out of the box, or it did when it was produced that way. This is a $60 US card in the book. Let's start this one at $25 Canadian with a $2 increment, please, though. This one should get up there a little bit. It's a tough card, really nice looking card, slabbed already, two-color swatch. So we'll start it at $25 and go from there. Brent is in. Tim Heacock goes to 35 right off the bat. Thank you, Tim. John is at 37. Craig goes to 40. Thank you, Craig. These are pretty cards. I always liked Ultimate Memorabilia. One of my very favorite things to crack. Plus, when you broke them down at the expo, Dr. Price always had such an amazing redemption program. You would get extra cards with it. And I know he was working on something for the expo that got canceled in May. I don't know if that'll happen in November now or not. I helped him sell some of the solitaire here in the store. Tim is at 45, and now Mitch goes to 50. Let's throw the 10-second clock up here, Ron. Mitch is at $50. We've got a $2 increment if you want to go over the top of him there. I don't know, Jason. Where's Bobby Orr on that list? Craig just snuck in at the end there as it ended with 52. Craig Erskine grabs that one at 52 bucks. That was good timing right as we went to tuple zeros. Number 45, this is a Joe Sakic 1314 in the game used stick and memorabilia. Silver. This is a vault version, so it's a one-of-one stamped. But there were only 20 of the silver version made. This is a $40 US card in the book. Let's start this one at $20 with a $2 increment, please, Ron. Doug's at 20 bucks. I really like the look of this card. I like the design of these two. And I like that you get a two-color stick piece in that one also. So Doug is at 20 bucks. Mitch goes to 35 right off the bat. I think Mitch got lagged out on the last one a little bit. I think he might have kept going. So he's making sure he jumps in on this one hard. So Mitch is at $35. Doug goes to 37. Mitch goes to 40. And let's throw the 10-second up on this one. As the clock winds down, and Mitch has this one at 40 bucks. We'll wait to see if anybody else jumps in here. Doug is at 44 now. Mitch goes to 46. And that's it. Mitch grabs that one at 46. Next up, number 46, is Rasmus Sandin, 1920 Upper Deck Canvas Young Guns, A C219, it's a $30 book value US. Let's start this one at $15 with a $1 increment. Wrote that in the wrong spot. Let me fix that here. So $15 opening bid. Aaron's in at $15. John goes to 16. Tim is at 20 now, so 20 bucks on this one for Tim Heacock. Thank you. Jason goes to 23. Thank you, Jason. This isn't basketball, dude. What are you doing? $23 for Jason. Let's throw the 10-second up on this one. Aaron goes to 25. And as the shot clock winds down, we'll see if Tim goes to 26 here. See if anybody goes over the top. Tim is at 26. Tim grabs it at 26. Congratulations, Tim. Yes, the lag is starting to come down noticeably. Not sure what's going on, but just keep that in mind, guys, that the lag is starting to catch up here now. So rather than being 15 or 20 seconds, we're about 7 seconds, it appears now. So not on my computer, Jason. Tim was in well before you. Probably 3 or 4 seconds before yours came up. And I go by the end of when the double zeros come up on mine. Number 47 is Curtis Joseph. That's a 16-17 Leaf Maskmen Jumbo Pads, JP02, and it's number 13 of 25. This card only books at $25 US. It kind of drives me nuts on these, especially with that huge piece of pad there. Let's start this at $15 Canadian with a $1 increment. Again, I like the design of this card too. Sarah's in at 15 for that one. These pad pieces are cool too. It's pretty different from the feel of a jersey. John Carter is at 17. Now Eric goes to 18. Thank you, Eric. Let's throw the 10-second clock on this one too. Sarah goes to 19. Eric is at 20. Clock winding down. Eric has got this one at $21 increments. Not $21 increments, $1 increments at 20 bucks. Eric at 22. As we wait for the final bids to come in here. Sarah goes to 23, and Sarah gets that one at $23, right as the clock ran out at 0. Nice buy on that, Sarah. This is the one that I had duplicated earlier. This is a really neat card. It's a 2017 In the Game Stickwork, Hockey Enshrined, and 8s. And this card, I'm going to grab this one out of here so I can actually read all of the names because I couldn't fit them all in the title. But you can see a couple of the big names are staring at you right there, and they are Tim Horton and Bobby Orr. Have stick pieces in this card also. Denny Savard, Alan Stanley, Ray Bork, Borja Salming, Guy Lapointe, and Marcel Pronovo. So I'm sure Horton and Orr are the two guys that stand out to you the most, but there's a lot of other good guys on this card too. This is a $60 US card in the book. We're going to start this one at 25 bucks. $25 with a $2 increment, please. I don't know. Number 1, I don't think so, because number 1 would have been a goalie number, right? Tim goes to 40 bucks right off the bat. I kind of figured Tim would be in on this one. So Tim at 40 bucks. Remember, $2 increments. John Carter at 42. Mitch goes to 45. Tim goes to 48. Neat looking stick pieces. Anytime you get Orr on anything, I mean, it's hard to get any Orr memorabilia at all. Eric goes to 50. Mitch says he's out. Let's throw up the 10-second clock, Ron. 8, Enshrined 8 is the name of this subset. As the clock winds down, Tim says he's out. I think this is going to be, nope, Doug jumps in at 52 with just a little bit of time left as they trickle in. Eric at 54. Eric got it at 54. Congratulations, Eric. Really nice card. And anytime you get Orr and Horton on the same thing. Somebody told me they were waiting on this one earlier, I think. This is a Steve Yzerman 0203 Be a Player Signature Series autograph, number 112. It's a short print in the set. This is a vault black stamped version. The regular version sells for $80 US, or book value is $80 US. A beautiful signature on this card. Let's start this at $40 Canadian with a $2 increment, please. So $40 with a $2 increment. Adam goes 40 right off the hop. Thank you. Brent goes to 50. Beats John in. Tim goes to 60. I thought there might be some people interested in this one. I just found this one in the back today. John Carter at 65. Mitch goes to 70. It's so nice to find these hard-signed Steve Yzerman cards. Nice signature, too. Nice and clean. Mitch has this one at 70 bucks. Can you pull that back down a little bit again? Just curious. So we're still at $70. Mitch has got that at 70. Just want to check something here. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Got it. Let's throw the 10-second clock on that one, Ron. It's weird. I'm watching myself reach behind the graphic there. Clock winding down. Mitch has this one at 70 bucks. 72 would get you over the top. So we wait for the final bids to come in. And it's Mitch at 70 bucks. Congratulations, Mitch. That's a good buy on that card. Nice signature. Our last box of the night for auction is number 50 on your scorecard there. And this is a 16-17 Upper Deck Series 1 blaster box with an oversized UD Portraits card. And this is, yes, where you can get the Austin Matthews Young Gun. Also, William Nylander is in this, and gosh, it escapes me who else besides Matthews. Oh, no, Line A Series 2. Barzal, Line A, and Marner, right? So, those boxes are not cheap. They're going to be $59.99, I think, here in the store, plus tax. Let's start that one at $40 with a $2 increment, please. So we'll start that one at 40 bucks. Adam goes to 50. Adam wants to take a shot at the Matthews here. Carter goes to 52. $2 increments on this one, Shane. So John has it at 52. Oh, Eric goes to 60. I can't remember. I don't think the portraits are, because the rookie portraits are in Series 2 in this, so I think the portraits card, the oversized card, is a star, like a veteran card. Eric at 60. Let's put the 10-second clock up. And we'll see if anybody wants to jump over the top of Eric. I think I have one more of these in the store right now, and hopefully I'll be able to get some more. Shane is at, Shane, you got to go $2, bud. Eric is at 62. It's a $2 increment. So Eric is at 64, and that will do it. Eric, 64. Shane, if you want the other one that I got in, let me know, and I can match it on that one. Or you can pick it up in the morning or whatever. Eric, is that a breaker? 6 cards left. Number 51. This is a tougher one to find. Connor McDavid, 15-16. O-Pee-Chee Glossy Rookies. This is the red version, R1. This card still books for $80, and it's picked up steam in the last little while again. Let's do this one at 40 bucks Canadian with a $2 increment, please. Eric says break it. So we shall, after we have our interview with Carter Cards, and we come back and we'll do that. Adam is at 55 on this one now. Thank you, Adam. Don't see very many of these. I had a black version of this, which is the toughest version, and they were selling at around $2 to $2.50, I think so. Something like that. Adam at 55. It's $2 increments, so you'd have to go to 57 if you wanted to go over the top of them. Let's do the 10-second clock. Brent goes to 57. Thank you, Brent. Watch the clock tick down for the last few seconds here. Adam goes to 60. Thank you, Adam. Would take 62 to beat Adam out of this card now. Wait for the last bids to come in, and it is Adam at 60. Thank you, Adam. 5 more to go. Number 52. This is a card supplied to us by Carter Cards. John Carter, thank you very much. This is a Doug Gilmour 0607 in the game Ultimate Stick Auto silver version. This card is already slabbed because it comes from Ultimate Memorabilia. Number 11 of 50. This card books for $40 US. We will start this one at $25 Canadian with $2 increments, please. So it's a nice autograph card with a stick piece, numbered out of 50, of Doug Gilmour, starting at just 25 bucks. And Doug is in for 25 right off the hop. Thank you, Doug. Aaron goes to 30. Thank you, Aaron. Now, the winner of this card, if you are coming to pick up tomorrow, we do not have this card in the store. John will be bringing it by sometime next week. So if you're going to pick this card up, if you're going to pick your other stuff up, you'll have to get this card in a few days after that. We'll get it to you, though. Doug is at 35. Thanks, Doug. I love these. Again, I love these slab cards. So the McDavid is from the 15-16 O-Pee-Chee Glossies, Adam. Aaron goes to, Aaron's at 37. Thank you. I was just going to point out John says he can come in tomorrow. So maybe we'll have the card for you if you pop in. Let's put the 10-second on it. Aaron is at 37. Thank you. You corrected the $2 increment. So somebody would have to go to 39. And we will watch the shot clock as it winds down here. Wait for another bid to come in. Doug goes to 40. So it would take $42 to get it. Doug is at 40, and Doug wins it at 40. Congratulations, Doug. Number 53. Another one I know some of you guys are going to need. Cale Makar, 1920 Upper Deck Series 2 Young Guns, number 493. Card books at $100 US. Let's start this one at $40 Canadian, but let's do $5 increments on this, okay? So $5 increments, $40 to start. John Carter is at 50, right off the hop. Thank you, John. Jason goes to 55. John goes to 60. So John is winning this one at $60. Increments are $5 on this. Thank you. He is still hot as a pistol, too. Everything that gets pulled of him out of here, people are all over it. We had a trilogy. Trilogy? No, we had we did have a trilogy rookie card come out. And we also had Steve at 65. Thank you, Steve. John goes to 70. John's at 70. Steve goes to 75. Thank you, Steve. I won't forget about your 100-count boxes tomorrow, too. John goes to $80. Thank you, John. We also I have one in the store that I have in my eBay store for someone right now. It's the Makar Exquisite Rookie at a $2.99. Steve's out. John's at $80. Throw the 10-second clock up, please. We also had a Cale Makar patch autograph, I think, come out of the trilogy a few days ago, too. So 800, sorry. I think I said I was trying to say 800. Aaron's out. John's winning this one $80 as the wait for the final bids here, and John grabs that one for 80. Thank you, John. It's a good buy, especially with the tax in and not having to pay the shipping and all that good stuff. 3 cards left. Number 54, here's an interesting one. Guy Lafleur 1516 in the game superlative famous fabrics. 1,000-point club gold holofoil. This is a true 1 of 1. So there is no value on this card specifically. I would estimate at least 100 US would be my guess. Let's start it at $50. $50 Canadian, and let's do $5 increments on this also. So a true 1 of 1 Guy Lafleur triple jersey card, and we'll call it $50. How's that? So Brent's in for $50 on this one. Thank you, Brent. This will be $5 increments on this one. Tim Heacock goes to 60. Thank you, Tim. We won't dally on this one too long either. Give it a bit more. Tim winning at 60. Let's throw the 10 seconds up. Mitch goes to 65. Thank you, Mitch. And we'll watch the shot clock run down here. Tim Heacock goes to 70. And now we'll wait for the final bids to come in here. Tim at $70. Mitch goes to 75. And Mitch is the winner. Thank you, Mitch. Card number 55, another Rasmus Sandin. Here's a 1920 Ice Retros Premier, numbered 81 of 149. I don't think there's a book value in this card yet. I just guessed. I figured I might be really low on a 149. $40 US. Let's start this one at $20 Canadian with a $2 increment, please. That was very uncouth of me, but it's time to take the gum out. John Carter is at $22 over Richie. Eric goes to 24. There are no scratches in this card, by the way. I think that the holder might have been a little weird, but Carter at 26 now. Eric at 26, sorry. Now Eric is at 28. $2 increments on this, guys. So Eric has this at 28. John goes to 30. Steve goes to 32. Eric goes to 34. Let's throw up the 10-second shot clock. And we'll watch as the shot clock ticks down here. Steve goes to 36. Thank you, Steve. Wait for the final bids to come in here. Eric says he's out. It looks like it might be Steve on this one. He's at 36. And this one belongs to Steve. I think that's a pretty solid buy on that one, Steve. That one actually belonged to one of my customers, Stu. He pulled it the other day, and I told him I'd run it for him tonight. Final card of the night before we have our breaks and our interview with John. And it's I sold one of these today, and I thought, well, I had one more of them. Let's put one in the case. I had more. Actually, I have a couple of them. It's an Elias Pettersson 2018-19 Upper Deck Young Guns, number 248. Book value on this is $80 US. Let's start this bad boy at $40 Canadian with a $5 increment, please. Last card of the night. Yeah, that's fine. Take the glasses off here for a second as I'll watch things climb over here. Aaron says 50. On that, John Carter goes to 55. Steve, I do not. That was the only Sandine canvas. I'll keep my eyes open, though, for you for another one. Aaron goes to 60. Just beat Shane on this one. So we're at $60 there. Aaron goes to 65. He stayed hot. People are still all over this kid. Carter goes to 70 bucks. Last card of the night before we do some break-in. And Steve goes to 80. Thank you, Steve. Aaron McLean goes to 85. Let's throw up the 10-second shot clock on this last card of the night. I feel bad that I'm blocking Patrick Waugh back there. Aaron is at 85, and we'll watch the shot clock wind down here. Wait for the last bids to come in. Steve is out. It looks like it's going to be Aaron at 85 bucks, and it is. Aaron wins that at 85. It's our last card of the night. So I will tally everything up and send out invoices here in the interim. I tell you what I am going to do is, Steve, if you want one at 80, I can supply you with one at 80 because I do have one more Pedersen. And if you take yours at 80, I'll lower Aaron's cost to 80 also. I'll save Aaron another $5. So let me know whether you want one or not, Steve. And I will get everything totaled up tomorrow morning. I'll be in early with a couple big cups of coffee. And if you have not had one of these, I'm not a Starbucks guy. I don't like Starbucks coffee in the least. It tastes burnt to me, and I'm cheap. But they have a really good spinach, feta, and egg white wrap, which is like $4 and 260 calories. Yeah, you can tell I'm really watching my calories. They are delicious. Best breakfast sandwich around. Okay, Steve says he'll take the other one, so that lowers Aaron's cost to $80. Thank you, Steve. And I'll put down here that Steve is getting another one for 80. And that wraps up the auction for tonight. Now, I hope you'll stick around because we've got some quick box breaks to do. John Carter says he'll be in around noon, so I don't have written down here who won that. I think it was Doug. So, Doug, if you come in after 12:30 or so, I'll have the Gilmore card for you to pick up at the same time, too. I will do invoices and everything else here in the next and tomorrow morning, and I'll email everybody, but I'll have everything ready. If you show up at 11 or 11:30 and you haven't gotten an invoice yet to pick up, I'll have your stuff ready. We are going to go to a quick interview here with John Carter of Carter Cards, who you would know from the shows that we do out here in the Kozlov Center hallway, and also the fellow who brought in the Doug Gilmore card, which Doug won tonight. We'll have a short interview there and then come back and we'll do some box breaks. Maybe talk a little bit more about what's coming up, but let's pitch to John. John, thanks for coming on the show. Tell us a little bit about Carter Cards and your organization.
I've been collecting cards since I was a kid in the 70s. I guess I started selling cards in 1991 on various different groups, and as soon as eBay got started, I was on there a bit. I've been on Facebook since it started up in 06, 07 times. I've got about 100,000 sports cards. My big collection is Maple Leafs. I've got over 15,000 Leaf cards. So I enjoy collecting. I enjoy the hunt, looking for stuff. I love trading. I've got a trading group that I run with a bunch of other friends on Facebook, Canadian Hockey Card Traders. And I just love hanging out at Wayne. Wayne stores. I've been to, every store you've had between here and Innisville and everywhere else in Simcoe County. So I just really love the hobby of collecting sports cards.
Well, we like having you around for sure, whether it's in the store or at the shows that we host here at the Kozlov Center. Hopefully we'll be able to get back to that before too long. Kind of give us a little overview of how you see the hobby right now with kind of the way things are with COVID-19 and people staying home, spending more time online, not being able to attend shows in person. How has that experience been for you?
I definitely miss the shows, whether it's shows I'm dealing at or just shows that I'm going to as a collector. I think a lot of people are missing the ability to pick cards up and hold them in their hands and sort of get a feeling from them. But I've definitely seen a lot more people getting into the hobby on Facebook. I know, like the collecting group that we've been running for over a dozen years, we've gone from about 300 people to about 500 people in our group just in the last 3 months. So a lot of people, I think, are definitely getting online and trying to get into collecting the best they can. So, I think that that's going to be the future of, people doing stuff online, but maybe not as much eBay. Just, I'm not a big fan of eBay, so.
Don't ask me that question right now either. You don't want to hear my answer on that either. But, so, what are you looking forward to most now that some of the restrictions in terms of health precautions, that sort of thing, are being lifted? What are you looking for in changes in the hobby now that we go forward?
Well, I'm just happy that I can come back into the store. It was great that, that you did the curbside pickup, Wayne. Like, that was fantastic for those of us who, need to break a box every once in a while or need to get supplies. But just the fact of being able to come in and hang out and check out what's new, and you've always got stuff coming into the store, so it's always nice to see what's new and sort of, get first crack at things when you're here a lot, right? I think that's the biggest thing, and hopefully we get back to the point where we can start doing shows and getting together. Collecting cards for me is more than just a hobby. It's a lot of people I consider friends do this, and it's just nice to be able to get together as a group.
Well, John, thanks for taking the time to come in and talk with us and be a part of the show here. We're very much looking forward to having you come back to the shows here in the Kozlov Center whenever we get to go ahead to do them. And you at home, if you get a chance, check out Carter Cards. What is the name of the group again?
Canadian Hockey Cards Traders.
Okay, check that out on Facebook, and then also you can find Carter Cards on the Doug Laurie Sports websites under the signings and shows section, and you can see more information about how to get a hold of John there. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks again, Wayne.
So that was John Carter, who probably is still in the room here. But John sets up at our shows, and we do not have any information yet as to when we will be able to start doing shows again. As soon as I know something, I will let you know. I hope we'll be able to get back out there. And this is some information that you probably saw on our Facebook page a month or two ago. But in case you did not see it, Dan Nicholson, who was the fellow who set up at our shows here in had programs. It saw all sorts of oddball items and stuff. He was just an absolutely great guy. Passed away about a month and a half ago, really suddenly. And sorry. He'll be missed a lot. I'm sorry if you had to hear it that way, but it was just sudden, and we'll miss him at the shows. So we'll hopefully, when we have a next show, we'll have a moment of silence when we can all be together again. But anyway, sorry to kind of dump that in there in the middle. John, again, thanks for coming in. And if you were watching that clever editing done by our crack editing team there, we did social distance. At no time were John and I anywhere near one another. That was a clever editing trick and all that good stuff. So anyway, so let's get on to the box breaks. And I chose blaster boxes because they're different and they'll be quick tonight. Let me pull out a pin here, and we'll do Eric's 1920 tin here first. Oof. Yeah, these things are wrapped so tight. Mitch, I'm sorry you didn't get a chance to meet him. He was a really great guy. He was involved with the Leafs and the alumni organization and all that sort of stuff. He was very, very active, and man, I mean, the guy knew something about everything. Eric, do you want the glossy pack broken first or last? I'll stack these all up here. And would you like me to save the tin for you too, or do you want me to give it to a kid? Let's put that up here, and we will do, I think we'll do the packs. Yeah, save it for last. All right, so let's start with, I'm going to move these up here. Let's start with this one first. Hopefully we'll get us, what are we looking for in this? Cale Makar, that kind of stuff. Okay, so base, 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 base. Oh, an all base pack. That's all right, get that one out of the way first. Next pack. And it is a UD Portraits of Connor Timmins. So we'll set that one there. Put the base over here. Eric, you can let me know if you want me to keep the base or if you want me to put them in the box for the kids or putting base sets together. Andrew Shaw, Zingle, Filppula, first Young Guns, Rhett Gardner. Stamkos, Gibson, and Brendan Gallagher. So one Young Guns, Rhett Gardner. Hopefully that means that the way the packs lay, that there will be 3 Young Guns in this tin. We'll have to wait and see. This looks like an O-Pee-Chee card, I think. Cody Ceci. I even forgot that guy played for us. Isn't that terrible? DeBrincat and another Connor Timmins. It's a Connor Timmins tin. And a Mitch Marner base card. You might want to keep that one, huh? Vasilevsky on the bottom down there. Crack the next one here. Looks like another O-Pee-Chee card from the black or the brown color of the paper. Lehkonen, Trouba, Skinner, Huberdeau, Semyon Varlamov and a retro. Wheeler, Beauvillier, and Carey Price. Leave Carey on the top there, huh? Come on. How about a Young Guns canvas of somebody cool? Looks like another O-Pee-Chee card, I think. Has anybody seen any blank backs this year for O-Pee-Chee? I don't think I've seen any. Matt Duchene, Braden Coburn, Konechny, Matt Duchene in a O-Pee-Chee update card. Bobrovsky on the bottom down there. 3 packs to go, and then the glossy. Eric Johnson, Claude Giroux, Anders Lee, Steen, Canvas, Taylor Hall. It's a neat looking card. DeHaan, Johansson, and Edler. 2 left. I'm going to skip this. I think the Young Gun is in there. I'm going to skip a pack here. Pass that one by. Jamie Benn, Verana, Miller. This is an O-Pee-Chee rookie of, oh, Rasmus Sandin. That's okay. That's not a bad O-Pee-Chee to get. Which means that I think we should have one more Young Gun here in this pack. Tanev, Mrazek, Madison Bowie, and a Young Gun of Morgan Frost, which I actually might need that one. I might have to trade you for that one, Eric. So, Young Guns of Frost and of Rhett Gardner. Portraits of Timmins, a rookie of Timmins, a rookie of Sandin, and a few other Taylor, Duchene, and Varlamov. And let's see what's in the O-Pee-Chee pack. How about a Cale Makar odd color one? Well, I see Capo Caco's on the back. That's okay. And I see Olofsson's on the front. Who's in the middle here? It looks like a gold one, or copper, and it's Barrett Hayton. That's okay. So Olofsson and Caco, and then Barrett Hayton in the gold. So not too bad. Okay. So I will set all that stuff aside, Eric. That Barrett Hayton Gold, I haven't seen very many of that color. I don't know if that's the toughest one to pull out of those or not. Jason, I can see what I have. Like we did the auctions. If you're interested in me breaking one when I'm done with the rest of them, I can see what I've got left if you want me to do one. This is for John at 20 bucks, I think. This is the little blaster box here. And we'll see how John does with his. Watch me crack them open here with my fat fingers. There we go. I'll move those up here and turn them upside down. And we'll start with this one here. So this is for John, fingers crossed. Yeah, just let me know if you... No, I'm completely sold out of Ice and SP Authentic, Jason. I sold out on my initial allotment and the price went up 35 bucks. So I may bring a couple back in, but probably not. So, pack one. Base, 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 and an Ovechkin left winger's blue. I'll put the base aside over here. We give Ron a hand too for how nice the camera is there. Such a good shot. I see a lot of guys that kind of struggle with that, but that looks really nice. Looks like Steve's coming in tomorrow. Steve, have a great rest of the night. Let's go to pack two here. This is a base pack. I saw that Carter Hart card and I was like, wait a minute, Carter Hart's not a... For a second I thought it was a young gun. I thought, well, wait a minute, that can't be it. I think this pack's got a jersey in it. Yeah, it's got something in it. It's pretty stiff. It does. It does have a jersey in it. Let's see, it is a Claude Giroux base jersey. Huh. Those are pretty tough to pull out of those little blaster boxes, so that's okay. Everybody says, good job, Ron, in the chat room. That's nice. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for that. Ron says thank you.
Ron says thank you. This one's got a Young Guns in it. And it is Joel L'Esperance. Fancy. Drop that one there. Got 3 packs left. I don't know how this one's gonna... How this box is gonna fall for how the Young Guns are seated here. Because that's Brent Burns, eats worms. Thomas Tatar, local boy, makes good though. Canvas of Jason Zucker, Nugent Hopkins, Johnston, and Kovalchuk. Morgan Riley base on the bottom. Strome, Dowdy, Fisher, Clefbaum, another base pack. Wheel and Riley. Come on, let's get another Young Gun in this one. The problem with them cutting down the size of the packs is sometimes you get these boxes, they only have 1 Young Guns in them. Barzal. Nope, it's got an Upper Deck Portraits of Brad Marchand as the other hit. And you got another rat card to go with it. Oh well. Not the best box, John. Not terrible, but not too much of a huge investment in it either. I'm not gonna fudge and say that was awesome. But you got a Giroux base card or a base jersey out of it and stuff. So there we go. We'll put that aside. Who is box number 3? Box number 3, which was number 30, is Mitch. And Mitch is the 0809, I believe. Is that correct? Let me double check. That's right, 0809. Yeah, I'll put that stuff aside for you. That's true, John. All right, so let's crack this open. Oh. I'm anxious to see who the Young Guns is, the oversized Young Guns, huh? All right, so do you want to see the oversized Young Guns now, or should I wait? a bugger. You know what? I can't see it, so I'm going to make you wait. It's kind of stuck in the box here. So we'll set that up there, and we'll get the young guns. We'll get the young guns out of there. It's the cam. Or, sorry, you can see it's in there, but I can't see it. So we'll make you wait too. All right, here we go. 8 packs. Should be 2 young guns in this box, I hope. Back when they used to put 8 boxes or packs in here. It's fun to see some of these old base cards you haven't seen in a while either, huh? Curtis Sanford, Jordan Stahl, a very underrated player, man. I really like Jordan Stahl. Young Guns, Ilya Zubov, Ryan Miller, Holmstrom, Garan, and Mike Modano. So Zubov is your first Young Guns. Carcillo, Mark Stahl, Brad Boyce, John Madden, local feller, Chris Osgood, Jack Johnson, Kovalchuk, and Mark Stewart. So that's an all base pack there. Move on to the next one. Oh, this one's got a Winter Classic card on the back of it, I see. I forgot those were in there. David Legwan and Tyler Kennedy, Peter Sikora, Marty Hansall, Jason LaBarbera, Matt Cullen, Chris Draper, and a Colby Armstrong. You can get that one signed when he's at the TV or at the radio station. Winter Classics. I think those are about 1 per box for the hobby ones. So, and that was a pretty big set too. Number 4 pack is Kostitsyn, Gianta, Ryan Kessler, Jokinen, Havlat, Lidstrom, Brown, and Pierre-Marc Bouchard. So another base pack there. This might be the other young gun, Mitch. I don't know. Tight packs, though. Gee whiz. Just going to move something here. Just going to move my chair just up skosh. Okay. Tomas Kaberle, Alexander Steen, Brizgalov, Matthias Rietola. Well, maybe we'll get lucky and find another young gun in here. Rietola. Checklist Brodeur. Kozlov, McDonald, the Sidney Crosby Hockey Heroes card. I forgot those were in there too. Morrow, Wolski, who I used to have a huge collection of. Lettinen and Jonathan Taves. Okay, Setaguchi, Boyd Gordon, Oduya, Shea Weber, Fernando Pisano, David Booth, James Shepard, and a Sam Gagne, sophomore sensations. Remind me when you pick this box up, I bought like 30 of those Carey Price sophomore sensations. I'll throw you one into your box. If I can figure out where they're at. Which is always a tough go around here. Jeff Halpern, David Perron, Brandon Dubinsky, Matthias Oland, Collison, Matthew Lombardi, Nielsen, and Langkow. So, no big hits in the young guns in that one. Let's see who our oversize is. Can you see that okay? Who is it? Colton Gillies is the oversized young gun. Well, no Stamkos in that one. Nuts. I don't know what Series 2 pricing is yet because I haven't gotten my invoice to ship yet. I won't get it till Monday because they said they hadn't gotten the jumbos in yet. So, Colby Armstrong Winter Classic, Zubov and Rietola in the Young Guns, Crosby Hockey Heroes, Gagne in the Sophomore Sensations, and a Colton Gillies. We're closed on Sundays, Mitch. The mall is closed on Sundays too. I'm open tomorrow 10 to 6, and then I'm back open again Tuesday. And just if you're watching and you were planning on coming in Canada Day, we are closed on Canada Day as the mall is closed also. So, okay, let's move on to the next box. 2 left. This one is for Shane, and it's a 910 box. Remember, this is the one I said you could get Veli Leno in, as I know that's why somebody was so excited. Crack that open here. I apologize if occasionally I kind of lean out of the shot or something. I don't normally do a lot of box breaks. I hope you guys know that if I did anything untoward, Ron would come across the table and thrash me within an inch of my life. So. Okay, so we'll do the same thing. We'll keep the young guns, and I would never do anything untoward. You guys know that. Okay, stay in there, young gun. We'll put that, you can see it's still in there. We'll put that up there. Whoops. All right, Shane, here we go. Pack number 1 for Shane. There's Stamkos. Wrong year. Damn it. So, Rick Nash, Backstrom, Connolly. Brian Salcedo is one young gun. Brian Little base card, Simone Gagne, Scott Hartnell, and Stevie Stamkos. So 1 young gun down. I'm going to bury the top pack on the other side, just because sometimes they come packaged the same on both sides. Maybe we can delay the other young gun. Number 2, Kevin Bieksa, Brendan Morrow, Mason Raymond, Wade Redden, Edler, Billy Guerin winning the cup, Derek Brassard, and Brian Campbell. So that's the base pack. Pack number 3. This is a jersey card, I think. Bobby Ryan base card, Danny Alfredson, Mark Street. Oh, Luongo jersey card. That's okay. Not too bad. There we go. Jokinen and Ryan Kessler. Just curious, I'll look at the back of that. It doesn't say. Yellow jersey, what would that have been? Florida? Yeah, Florida, I guess. Except I'm trying to remember. Man, my memory is going. Oh, let's open this one over here. If you haven't seen this Paul Ranger, there was a pretty interesting little documentary piece on him about his struggles and him making it back with the Leafs for a little while. If you can look it up on YouTube, it's really worth watching. If I can find a link, I'll post it somewhere. Corvo, Lundqvist, Torrey Mitchell, Marty Turco draft day gems, Kulemin, Perron, and Tomasz Plakanic. All right. Pack number 5. Open up. Chris Stewart, Pito Miula, Ian White, Dan Boyle, Markov, Commodore, Clarkson, and Olli Jokinen. I just bought a lot of pucks that had a David Clarkson autographed Devils puck in it, so please, those of you who have just been dying to get a David Clarkson autographed puck, make sure you put your order in quickly, because I only have the one. I'm probably going to do a $15 puck section with holders with some of these. So Brandon Dubinsky, Sam Gagne, Brian Lee, Brodeur Hockey Heroes. There we go. Claude Giroux, Jesse Winchester, Mark Stahl, and Nathan Gerby. 2 packs left. Tough to open. Patrick Sharp, Matt Carl, Louis Erickson, face of the franchise Crosby. That's all right. Jason Arnott, R2. Ryan Malone, Evgeny Nabokov, and Alexander Semin. So, nice Crosby card and a Luongo so far. And I was right. They are packaged the same on each side, so the other young gun should be in here. Corey Sarich. That's not the young gun. David Booth. Jason Spezza. John Negrin. Pavelski, George Laraque. I send him cards sometimes. Ruslan Fedotenko and Josh Bailey. Well, darn it. No big young guns tonight so far. John Negrin and Brian Salcido. The Brodeur, the Crosby franchise. A nice Luongo card. Sometimes I have to look. Sometimes these are short prints, too. I know the Gretzky out of this is pretty expensive. And a Turco Draft Day Gems. So I'll put those aside for you. Shane? We'll put Mr. Luongo on top. Set that over here, and we're down to our last box. Oh, I forgot your thingamabobber here, your oversized young guns. And it is Yannick Weber. Ugh. Come on, man. Jiminy Christmas. Whoops. Well, Shane, that wasn't the most amazing box of that stuff, but maybe the next one. Here's our last one, and this is Eric. I just stabbed myself with the pen. Good work. Thanks, Shane. We'll see you tomorrow. Here's our last box of the night. This one just has the oversized portrait, so I won't make you wait on that one, Eric. That is, oh, well, if you're going to get an oversized portraits of a star, I would say Sidney Crosby is okay. That's not bad. Yahoo. Okay, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 packs in here. Let's see how we do. Pack number 1 has Abdelkader, Peter Holland, and a Pekka Rinne in the baby UD portraits, if you want to think of them that way. Number 2. Ryan Suter, Andrew Sekera, base pack, Giordano, Burkowski, and Boone Jenner. Throw these away. Pack number 3 is Victor Hedman, Shane Gostis B here, and Nick Bugstad in the canvas, Carlson and Falk. No young guns yet. Carl Hagelin, Claude Giroux, Ryan Callahan, Cogliano, and Kevin Bieksa. The young guns are hiding on us. Jordan Martinook. Here's the young guns. Matt Bolesky and Nikita Tryamkin. I always mess that guy's name up. Tryamkin. Gabriel Landeskog on a Nick Backstrom base card, so we'll move him over here. Tryamkin. Get rid of these packs. Should be one more in here, Eric. Come on. This is a base pack, I think. Yep. Ward, Skinner, Trocheck, Benoit Pouliot, and Alashemsky. Oops. Francois Beauchemin, Darnell Nurse, Benny Bishop, Leo Komarov with that weird card, the way he's kicking his feet there. That always kind of makes me wonder what was up with that. Another base pack. Maybe that last young gun will be in the very bottom pack. This is Draisaitl Clifford and a Drew Doughty Shining Stars. Put that here with Dougie Hamilton and Jonathan Erickson. 2 more to go. Zdeno Chara, Yannick Hansen, Stepan Niederreiter, and Tatar. So we'll see what's in this last pack. Card was kind of sticking out there. It's another Young Guns. Panarin and Savard. Tom Kuhnackel. Johnson and Couturier. Welp. Kuhnackel and Tryrimkin. Rene Bugstad. Doughty, and a Crosby oversize. Darn it. No big hits tonight in the Young Guns. But I hope everybody had a good time while we were breaking. Again, these cards, I'll put them aside for you. I'm here tomorrow from 10 to 6. And then we are closed Sunday and Monday and back in Tuesday 10 to 6. And then we are closed again for Canada Day. I hope you all have a fantastic Canada Day if I don't talk to you before then. Closed on Wednesday and then back in Thursday, Friday, Saturday next week. Keep in mind, we should have ingrained and hopefully Top Series 2 baseball at some point Tuesday morning to early afternoon. Watch Facebook and Twitter, and I will post when those come in. Ron, any other final thoughts from you this evening?
It was fun.
He says it was fun. I agree. I hope you all think so too. And we will see you in the next few days to pick up your cards. Again, thanks for watching and joining us on Doug Laurie Sports Singles Night, our third one. Remember, our next one will be the last Friday in July, again starting at 7 p.m. Watch the space here for the replay of the YouTube, or on YouTube of this show, because we will have a little giveaway, but you'll have to come back and read the comments to find out how you'll be eligible for it. So until we talk to you sometime in the next few days, this is Wayne Fraser from Doug Laurie Sports signing off. Thanks again for a great night here at Singles Night.